Shalom. First and foremost, we want to give all praises and honor and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shah, by Hashem, Rakakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Greatmillstone who were well. All right, peace and mercy to the Untitled Nyc Camp out there that's laboring in truth and all sincerity. Shalom to the elect. All right, we're the prophets of Greatmillstone, back at it again. All right, coming out here on the highways and byways, being in season and out of season. All right, preaching the gospel to the lost sheep of Israel. All right, and we're gonna flow through the Spirit.
Right, this is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 3, verse 17. Son of man, I have made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel.
Yeah, the Lord had made a watchman to the house of Israel. What's a watchman do? All right, a watchman is a person who warns. Back in the ancient times, when a watchman was on the tower, he blew the trumpet to warn the people of incoming wars, okay? And he also blew the trumpet for high holy days. But we were the watchmen, blowing the trumpet to give our people the warning of future prophecies, man. The house of Israel, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. All right, because we're living in the end of times, man, the last days. And prophecies are speaking. All right, so the Lord is sending his watchmen to give warning to his people, man. All right, before he makes his move. All right?
It says, therefore, hear the word at my mouth.
Hear the word out of his mouth, man. We don't come out here speaking our own words. All right? We speak through the spirit of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. Matter of fact, get Matthews 10 and 20 real quick. Because we don't come out here, freestyling our own words, man. We don't do that, man. All right? The Lord has always sent out his prophets to speak against great kingdoms. Right. All right? And that's what we doing. We prophesying against America, man. All right? Because this is the mother of all harlots. Okay? And we speaking through the spirit. All right? Go ahead.
Matthew chapter 10, verse 20. For it is not yet, for it is not ye that speak, but the spirit of your Father.
So it's not that ye that speak, it's the spirit of your Father that speak within you. All right? So we don't come out speaking our own words, man. We speak through the spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, man. All right? Shalom. All right? So when you disregarding us, you really disregarding the Lord, man. All right?
It says, let me read again. Ezekiel chapter 3, verse 17. Son of man, I have made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel. Right. Therefore, hear the word out my mouth, right, and give them warning from me.
Right, we're supposed to give them warning from Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, man. Okay? Just like when Noah was building an ark, man, he gave the people warning. When he was building an ark for 120 years, all right, telling them that it was going to rain from the heavens, all right? He was giving them warning, man. But what our people want to do? They wanted to be niggas, man. They want to live in mirth. They want to party. They want to marry. And that's the same spirit that's going on here in America, man. All right? They want to live in that peace and safety spirit, man. That mirthful spirit. All right? But that's why the Lord is going to come in the deep of the night, man. All right?
I may say,
go ahead,
we are also prophets to the other nations too.
Right.
I got a precept for that.
Right.
Jeremiah chapter 1, verse 5.
Right.
Behold, I formed thee in the belly.
Right. The Lord formed thee in thy belly. All right? Go ahead.
That's right. Before I formed thee in the belly, I knew thee.
Right. Before the Lord formed you in the belly, he knew you. Yeah. So the Lord already put the lot on you of what you was going to be before he formed you in the belly. Right. All right. He put the he already made a lot for the prophets. All right. All right. You're gonna be a prophet. Here's your lot. You're gonna be a man who helps the prophets. That's your lot. All right, you're gonna be a believer. That's your lot. All right, and he had people who's gonna be destroyed. The 2/3. Right. Hey, I'm gonna put the spirit on you not to understand the scriptures. Right. All right, I'm gonna blind you. All right, I'm gonna save you to be destroyed in the fire. Right. So the Lord knew thee before he formed thee in the belly. All right, go ahead.
He knew what you were gonna be doing out here.
Right.
The byways. He already been ordained.
Right.
Before I formed thee in the belly, I knew thee.
Right.
And before thy came forth out of the womb, right, I sanctified thee.
He sanctified thee. All right. And who did he sanctify? Go ahead.
And I ordained thee a prophet.
And he ordained you to be a prophet, man. All right. So the Lord, through the Spirit, man, we didn't know we was gonna be prophets, but before he formed us in the belly, our lots was gonna be to be prophets, man. All right. Just like our forefathers, man. Just like Moses. Moses didn't know he was gonna go out there and preach unto the house of Israel. All right. Jonah didn't know that. All right. But the Lord already put the lot on him to be a prophet, man, and that's what we're doing right now. We're speaking through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man, and to give our people the warning, man. All right, and to prophesy. Because what does a prophet do? He prophesies. He tells you the future prophecies that's going to happen before it happens, man. That's what a job of a prophet does, man. Okay? That was it on that?
Got one more line.
All right.
It reads, unto the nations.
Right. Unto the nations, man. So we speak, to the house of Israel, but also to these other nations, man. Telling them their future judgments, man. We're prophesying to Esau as well that his kingdom is going to come down, man. Babylon the Great is going to fall, as well as you other nations, because you played a part of our downfall, man. Okay? When you read Psalms the 83rd chapter, man. All right? Y'all took a crafty counsel against the nation of Israel. All right? So we're telling you your future judgment, man. All right? And that ultimate judgment is going to be destroyed by that nuclear fire, man. All right? That the Lord's going to put a spirit upon. All right? All right, brother. You know?
That's right.
Go ahead.
That was the point.
All right, go ahead.
I got something. This is Joel chapter 3 and verse 1. For behold, in those days and in that time when I shall bring again the captivity of Judah and Jerusalem. Yeah, and if I may say, when it says bring again, it means he's going to redeem. And how about Shem Yahushua? He's going to restore the nation of Israel, which consists of you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans.
That's right.
And it says, I will also gather all nations and will bring them down into the valley of Jehoshaphat.
And that's talking about World War III, man. All right, the Lord is going to gather all these nations, Russia, America, all right, Ukraine, all the Middle Eastern countries is going to fight in the valley of Yahweh Shaphat, man. Okay? Go ahead.
It says, and will plead with them there.
And what does the word plead mean? It means to judge. So the Lord's going to judge you other nations, man. Okay? Go ahead.
It says, and will plead with them there for my people and for my heritage Israel, whom they have scattered among the nations and parted my land.
Right. You mean you played a part of bringing Israel down, man. You scattered us. All right, we held us captives in your lands. All right, we really built up this world, man. Mainly, we built up America, man. And you're gonna have to face the consequences of that, man. All right, especially Esau Edom, man, the so-called white man. You helped further the affliction, man. You had no mercy upon the house of Israel, man. All right, making us butt break each other. All right, the Israel, the southern tribe Judah, Levi and Benjamin. All right, making them have sex with their mothers. That's what the word motherfuckers come from. All right, the harsh slave ships. The harsh conditions on the slave ships, having us all shackled together. You know what I'm saying? For months. Okay, feeding us pork. All right, feeding our people these wicked philosophies, man. You're gonna have to pay for this, man. Okay. Go ahead.
It's the book of James chapter 2 verse 13. For he shall have judgment without mercy,
right,
that had showed no mercy.
Yeah, you're going to have judgment without, say it again, Baba Kusha.
For he shall have judgment without mercy.
He's going to have judgment without mercy. Go ahead.
That had showed no mercy.
That showed no mercy. You ain't showed no mercy upon us, man. Look at our people, man. All right, when you look at the statistics of what the so-called white man did, man, he put liquor stores in our communities, fast food restaurants. All right, he put drugs. This reason why people off crack, heroin. All right, this reason why people have a weed addiction. All right, he sold our people. He put the music, brought our music low. At a point in time, he was singing, soulful music. Now they're rapping about killing each other. All right, committing adultery. All right, and massive things, man. You put fluoride in our water, GMOs in our food. All right, you don't see no Whole Foods in the J community, man. All you see is fucking Western beefs and key foods, man. All right, you treat us like shit. You show no mercy upon us, blocking our people up for no reason. All right, putting us at 3/5 of a man, and it's still to this day in the Constitution, man. You show no mercy upon us, man. All right, go ahead.
It says, in mercy rejoicing against judgment.
Right. That was the point. You got something?
You want me to go to
you can go to Proverbs. Yeah, you go to Proverbs 1. Flow through the spirit. Because the so-called white man didn't show no damn mercy on us, man. But our people don't consider, man. Our people don't consider. Instead of what they do, man, they take onto the philosophies of the so-called white man. Okay? They don't want to come back and, come back to their true heritage. All right? Matter of fact, get that Isaiah 1:3 real quick. While you get that.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
This
Oh,
the
no.
book.
All right, you can hold it real quick. Go ahead.
This the book of Isaiah, chapter 1, verse 3.
Right.
The ox know his owner, and the ass his master's crib.
Right, and the ox know his owner. All right, and the ox is one of the most stubborn, animals, man. But yet he knows his master. He knows who he belongs to. Okay, go ahead.
But Israel doth not know, my people doth not consider.
His people, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, y'all don't consider. Meaning, y'all got the knowledge, you got the knowledge of being an Israelite, but you don't consider, man. You still call yourself Jamaican, African American, Hispanic, okay? Y'all still take on philosophies of the so-called white man, all right? Because all those names come from the white man. Africa was named after a so-called white man. Jamaica was named after a so-called white man. All these lands was named after a so-called white man, but yet that's what you consider to be. That's my heritage, man. I'm an African American, man. I come from Africa, man. Our people don't consider nothing, man. They just consider wickedness, man. They want to remain in the dark, man. But that's good, because at the end result of remaining in the dark is destruction, man.
Right.
Nuclear fire, man. Okay? And we out here in the prophets is trying to tell you and give you that warning, man. Now you can get Proverbs real quick. 1 and 20. You got something real quick?
Backing up what you said, this is Jeremiah chapter 4, verse 22. For my people is foolish.
His people are foolish. Meaning who? Who's the Lord's people? We're going to say it again. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. You are the Lord's people. According to Deuteronomy, the 7th chapter, okay? Deuteronomy 32nd chapter. Throughout the whole scriptures, man. Go ahead.
It says, they have not known me.
They have not known the Lord, man. Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. Who do the people know? Jesus Christ. Allah.
Right.
All right, Buddha. They get into the books of the Egyptians of the dead. All right, that black conscious bullshit. This is who the people know. They don't know Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. They don't know the true understanding of the scriptures, man. Go ahead.
It says they are Sadish children.
What does Sadish mean? Stupid. Okay? You have no understanding. All right? You stiff-necked. All right? Just like you was in school and you was like, yo, this nigga's a stupid nigga, man. This nigga don't know shit. That's our people, man. They don't know shit, man. They think they know. All right, but they don't know nothing. They just have the wisdom of this world. But the scriptures speak about the wisdom of this world is foolishness to the Most High. All right, our people can tell you, everything about computer technology and, the going back to Egypt, the gods of Egypt, okay? But they don't have the understanding of the Holy Scriptures, man.
It says that they have none understanding.
They have none understanding. You don't have no comprehension. You don't understand. It's like when we speak this truth, it's like a foreign language to you. Like if somebody come up to you, if you're not a Spanish, so-called Spanish person, and they start speaking Spanish, you just lost. You just like, what's going on? What are you saying? That's our people. When we speaking, and we speaking in English too.
Yeah.
They don't understand still. All right, but hey, we have an understanding that the angels are blocking them to receive this understanding though. But this is the 2/3 of our people, the mindset, man. They don't have no understanding. Go ahead.
It says they are wise to do evil.
They're wise to do evil. Our people could tell you how to cook up crack and, commit adultery and, roll up a blunt. Our people could teach you all the wicked ways, man. They're wise to do evil. All right? Meaning they're really wise to go against the Lord, man. Go ahead.
It says, but to do good, they have no knowledge.
But to do good, they have no knowledge. And what good goes back to being God. Okay, holy. Our people don't know how to be holy, man. All right? Our people don't know how to not eat shrimp, crab, and lobster and pork, man. Our people don't know how to not line their hair up for the sake of the Lord, man. Our people are worried about being conformed with the world, man. Being in alliance and agreement with this world, with Babylon, man. With the so-called white man. Okay? Go ahead.
I got a precept for you, brother. This is Isaiah chapter 52, verse 1. Awake, awake, put on thy strength, O Zion.
Right. Awake, awake, put on that strength, O Zion. When you go into the word Zion, all right, it means to remember. Okay? And that's our people, man. We gotta remember where we come from, man.
Right.
All right? Because we was once a royal people, man. When we was reigning with King Solomon in those days, man. All right? We once had everything in order, man. Go ahead.
O Zion, put on thy beautiful garment.
Put on that beautiful garment, man, which is this truth, man.
Right.
Which is these scriptures, man. Which is Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, man. All right? Put on that beautiful garment. Awake, man. All right? Awake from that dead sleep, all right, that you in, man. All right? Come back into your true power, man. Okay? Go ahead.
Put on that beautiful garment, O Jerusalem.
Oh, Jerusalem, man, because we know Jerusalem was a people before it was a place. Okay? Oh, Jerusalem, man. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. Put on that beautiful garments. Go ahead.
The holy city, for henceforth there shall no more come unto thee the uncircumcised.
Right, the uncircumcised, man. You know, and not literally meaning you're uncircumcised, meaning you basically departed from the law. You know, because when you read the book of Romans, it tells you who was the uncircumcised Jews and who was the circumcised Jews, man. The circumcised Jews were the ones who followed the law, statutes, commandments. But the uncircumcised Jews was the ones who basically put off the law. Go ahead.
That also goes to the other nations too.
Right,
The uncircumcised. And the unclean.
right. That was it?
Yeah, that's what I said.
It's the book of
So like I mean,
Right.
that's talking about the other nations, the uncircumcised, the unclean nations.
Right.
in that particular scripture.
Right.
This is Baruch chapter 4 and verse 27. It says, "Be of good comfort, O my children, and cry unto the Most High."
Here we have to cry unto the Most High, man. But who's crying unto the Most High? The elect. All right, the one that's catching hell on his side, man. All right, because the scriptures speak about oppression make a wise man mad. And we're being oppressed every day here in America. All right, first by the so-called white man, and second with our flesh, man, because we're in the chains of darkness. So we crying out every day to Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua to deliver us, man. All right, to come forth for his prophecies, to bring down this wicked kingdom, man. All right, we crying and spraying out loud, man, to the Lord, man. Okay, go ahead.
It says, "For ye shall be remembered of him
Right.
that brought these things upon you.
Right.
For as it was your mind to go astray from the Most High,
Right.
so being returned, seek him 10 times more."
So we have to seek the Lord 10 times more, man. Since we already put off the law, but since we already broke the first covenant, the law, statutes, commandments, all right? And then the Lord called upon us and gave us the breath of life, and he gave us his wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. We have to seek the Lord 10 times more, man. All right? The scriptures speak about not making tarry to turn to the Lord, man. All right? We have to seek the Lord while he may be found, man. All right? How is he found? Through his prophets, all right? That's still coming out here in the highways and byways, giving you this warning.
Go ahead, bro. I'm sorry. Can you read that verse one more time, brother?
This is Baruch chapter 4 and verse 28. "For as it was your mind to go astray from the Most High, so being returned, seek him 10 times more."
Did you read the verse before that?
Oh, come on.
Yeah.
Baruch chapter 4 verse 27. "Be of good comfort, O my children."
Be of good comfort, because this is the since we're in this situation, we're supposed to deal with this quietly. You know, be of good comfort, yeah, brother.
It says, "And cry unto the Most High."
Cry unto the Most High. What we doing right now? That's what we doing. We crying to the Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. You know, Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. Okay.
It says, "For ye shall be remembered of him that
Now,
have."
who you gonna remember of him? Of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. He's gonna remember you. When you crying to the Lord, he's gonna remember you. That's what we're doing right now. We crying to the Lord to get us the hell up out. We want to be the electos. Yeah, look more.
Come on. It says, "For ye shall be remembered of him that brought these things upon you."
That was the point I wanted to go. The point that brought these things upon you. Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua puts in this predicament.
Right.
He's the only one who can get us out.
Right.
Okay, brother.
It says, "For as it was your mind to go astray from the Most High."
This is my law. Our mind, we want to, like you said, going into these other idolatry, these idols, following the other nations, the uncircumcised nations. Now we coming back to the Lord. Okay, brother.
It says, "So being returned, seek him 10
Return.
times
I
more."
love that word, return. That clarifies if you ain't never been there, you got nothing to return to. So like, brother, just really good to that point right there.
Yeah, I want to bring something up real quick. This is Ecclesiasticus chapter 11, verse 14. It says, prosperity and adversity, life and death, poverty and riches come of the Lord. And just backing up what the brother said, you know, Yahweh Shem Shah, he put us in this captivity, you know, and he's capable of taking us out of this captivity, you know. That's why it says prosperity and adversity, life and death come of the Lord, all right? So he created all things, good and bad, all right? If he's able to put you in a situation, guess what? He's able to deliver you out that situation, you know? And that's what Yahweh Shah is getting ready to do. He's getting ready to deliver his elect from this captivity and bring forth righteousness.
That's right. Last time? Oh, you can go to 3 and 4 and 6 too.
All right, this is Baruch chapter 4, verse 6. It says, ye were sold to the nations, not for your destruction,
Right.
but because ye moved the Most High to wrath.
And how did we move the Most High to wrath, man? All right? Right, by committing all these idolatries that we was doing, all right? Worshiping other gods, all right? And first and foremost, breaking the law, statutes, commandments as well, man. All right? And then we moved the Most High to wrath, man. Okay? And throughout the different captivities we was in, we kept breaking the laws. We kept worshiping idol gods, all right? That's the reason why he sold us to the other nations, man, okay? Because we moved them to wrath, man. The scriptures speak about the Most High being a jealous power, man, all right? That's the reason why we ended up here in America, man, okay?
It says, but because ye moved the Most High to wrath, ye were delivered unto the enemies.
Right, we was delivered unto our enemies. And who's our enemy? The so-called white man, all right? Along with the other nations, man. When you read Psalms, the 83rd chapter, all right? We was delivered unto them because we moved the Most High to wrath, man, all right? Our people were just being plain old wicked, man, okay? That's the reason why this is the end result, being here in America, all right? You know, the Lord sending up the Romans to invade Jerusalem in 70 AD, all right? All these things is because we basically kept breaking the law, statutes, commandments, man, of the Most High, man, all right? Go ahead.
This is the book of Lamentations, chapter 4, chapter 2, and verse 5. The Lord was as an enemy.
Right.
He has swallowed up Israel.
Right.
He has swallowed up all her palaces.
Right.
He had destroyed his strongholds and had increased in the daughter of Judah mourning and lamentation.
Right, and when you read the book of Lamentations, that was a time period we was in the Babylonian captivity. And when you go into history, that was one of the worst times for Israel, man. All right, the Lord took away his prophets, the seers. All right, our people in that particular time were just, lamenting, man. He was really going through it, man. All right, in the time of the Babylonian captivity, man. Okay, why? Because we kept breaking the law, statutes, commandments. We kept worshiping these idol gods, man. All right, and that's why people do here to this day, man. Worshiping these other philosophies, man. Worshiping the so-called white man. Worshiping, Allah. All right, this is why people do here now, here in America, man. Nothing is new under the sun, man. Okay?
I got something else for you.
Go ahead.
This is Jeremiah chapter 17 and verse 4. It says, and thou, even thyself, shall discontinue from thy heritage.
Yeah, he's going to discontinue from our heritage, man. All right? Because, when you look at throughout the scriptures, our people always knew that we was Israelites. But what happened? Once we got here in America, our people we didn't know nothing. We didn't know that we was a holy people to the Lord. Our people, all we thought was we just came from slaves from Africa. That's the reason why people get into the genealogies, to the Africa DNA. Because they didn't know the Lord discontinued us from our heritage. All right? Because when we was in these other captivities, we used to call on the names of Yahweh Shah to deliver us. But the Lord took that away from us. All right? Our people was calling on Jesus. Our people was calling on Allah. Okay? The Lord discontinued us from our heritage. Go ahead.
It says, read again, Jeremiah 17 and 4, and thou, even thyself, shall discontinue from thy heritage that I gave thee.
That I gave thee. Continue.
And I will cause thee to serve thy enemies,
right,
in the land which thou knowest not.
Right, and that's what's that. Here in America, man, we was brought to the Western Hemisphere, man. All right, he's serving our enemy to this day. We're serving the so-called white man to this day. Everything that we do is through the white man. Okay, when we go to work, who controls that? The white man. And when you get taxed, Who controls that? The so-called white man.
So-called white man.
Yeah, Salakia.
Because he ain't white. He's red.
He's really red.
So like, he ain't pure. The word white means pure. He ain't pure.
Right. You know, everything we do, man, we serving our enemies to this day, man. You know. Go ahead. That was it.
It says, "For ye have kindled a fire in my anger."
Right. We kindled the fire in this anger, man. Meaning we moved the Most High to wrath. We got the Lord angry. You know, you kindled that fire, man. You know.
That's why it says the Lord was as an enemy.
Right.
You know, because we got him so upset that, you know, he had to turn up on us, you know, and put curses on us, and gave us that spiritual beating, you know, because we provoked him, we moved him to wrath, and we went off, you know, we broke the covenant, which was keeping the Lord's statutes and commandments.
That's right.
You know? And it says, "For ye have kindled a fire in my anger, which shall burn forever."
Right, and when you go into the word forever, means just for a period of time, man. All right, because we know the Lord, you know, He's going to deliver His elect. All right, and ultimately, when we in the kingdom of heaven, the 2/3 that get destroyed on this side is when we brought through the fruits of the elect, man. All right, so we only going to serve our enemies for a period of time. The scriptures speak about Esau. Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth, man. All right, so we're going to inherit that kingdom of heaven, man. All right, when the Lord, you know, comes back, man, when Yahweh Shai and the angels return. Okay.
I got something I was holding for you, brothers. This is icing the cake for you. This is Isaiah. Isaiah chapter 55, verse 7. "Let the wicked forsake his ways,
Right.
and the unrighteous man his thoughts." That goes into what you breaking down. All these idolatry. Forsake those things. Get away from them. Flee from them.
That's right.
Right. And a righteous man his thoughts, and let him return unto the Lord Yahweh Shai, and He will have mercy upon him.
Right, and the Lord's gonna have mercy when you return to Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, man. Right, with all truth and sincerity, man.
Right.
All right, because this thing is bigger than, you know, being an Israelite. You know, and so serving the Lord, rehearsing the righteous acts, keeping the high holy days, keeping the Sabbath. All right, because it's Jakes out here that know they're Israelites, you know, but they don't do the word. The scripture says, "Don't be hearers only, but doers." All right, that's a part of returning to Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, man. Okay, that's it.
I got a little more. All right. "Let the wicked forsake his ways, and the unrighteous man his thoughts.
Right.
And let him return unto the Lord Yahweh Shai, and He will have mercy upon him."
The Lord's gonna have mercy upon you, man. All right, when you're doing this work. All right, because that's one of the most important things, man, is coming out in here in the highways and byways, man. All right, using your body as a living sacrifice. All right. Go ahead.
I just want to go into the word forsake.
Go ahead.
And it's Isaiah, right? It's H58. H5000. Isaiah. It means to leave, loose, forsake, to leave, to depart from, leave behind all that madness you into. Being swine, being homosexuals, being lesbians. That's how you forsake the ways.
Right.
All right. Just a little more. I'm sorry, Salakia. And I'm gonna go. And He will and let him return unto Yahweh Shai, and He will have mercy upon him.
Right.
And to our power, Yahweh Shai, for He will abundantly pardon. I will go to the word pardon too. And this is Salah, which is H55:45, and it says to forgive, pardon,
right.
to
forgive.
Yeah,
all right.
Salah, pardon. If you pardon your way, He will have pardon. He will pardon you from. He will give you immunity from death.
Right.
All right.
And that's only going to be for the elect.
Right.
All right, because we know the whole Israel is not going to be pardoned, you know, have that pardon from the Lord, man. 2/3 of our people going to die on the side, man. All right, so this is only for the elect's sake. All right, when we come out in the highways and byways, and we only preaching to the elect, man.
Right.
All right, not for everybody, because everybody not going to get it, you know?
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 118, verse 1. It says, "Oh, give thanks unto the Lord,
right.
for He is good, because His mercy endureth forever."
Right.
Let Israel now say that His mercy endureth forever.
Right. That's what Israel's going to say, man. You know, the elect is going to say, man. You the Lord had mercy upon us, man. And we're going to be thankful, man. The elect, the Lord will be the elect. We're going to be thankful that we got delivered by Yahweh Shah, man. Especially in the times of Jacob's trouble, man. When all hell was being broken loose, man. When there's famines, pestilences, plagues, and the Lord covered the elect, we're going to be, yo, man, the Lord had mercy on us, man. All right? Even when you look into the book of Jonah, all right? When Jonah basically went to Nineveh to prophesy that it was going to be destroyed, all right? But the Lord basically had mercy on Nineveh because what they did, they fasted, they prayed, all right? So instead of destroying Nineveh, he had mercy on them. You know, and Jonah was mad, but that just shows you that the Lord is a merciful power, man. All right, the scriptures speak about the Lord being slow to anger, man. Okay? The Lord is merciful, man. Us knowing His truth, the Lord had mercy on us, man. The Lord had mercy on us by giving us Yahweh Shah. Because when you read the book of Hosea, He was through. He was through with the nation of Israel. You know? He was through with them. But what? He said, you know what? I'm going to send my only begotten son, Yahweh Shah, you know, and they're going to be purchased through His blood, and they're going to be good, man. Well, the elect. Okay? That was the point. You can go, you got something? Go to Proverbs 1 and 20.
Proverbs chapter 1 verse 20.
Right. You know, the Lord is showing mercy, man. When we come out here on the highways and byways, that's the Lord showing mercy because we're in a grace period, man. All right? We're in a grace period for the elect to get right, man, to put off their wicked ways, man. Okay? We're in a gracious period right now, man. So you have to take advantage of that. All right? Because soon the Lord is going to take the prophets out of here, man. It's going to be a famine of the word. Okay? Go ahead, bro.
Proverbs chapter 1 verse 20. Wisdom crieth without.
Wisdom crieth without. And what's the wisdom? The wisdom from the Holy Scriptures, man. The wisdom of Yahweh Shah. All right? Because he comes in the volume of the book. So this is the wisdom that we crying out. All right? Go ahead.
That's right. Wisdom crieth without. She uttereth her voice in the streets.
She uttereth her voice in the streets. Who's in the streets? The prophets, man. All right? Giving you this wisdom, this word. All right? The gospel, the good news. All right? This is the wisdom. All right? We're not telling you the wisdom of this world. We're telling you the wisdom of the scriptures, man. All right? Go ahead.
That's right. She crieth in the chief place of concourse.
She crieth in the chief place of concourse. The concourse is somewhere that's busy, where people would dwell at, man. All right? That's where you're going to see the prophets at, man. All right? Giving this word. All right? Speaking through the words of Yahweh Shah. Okay? In the concourse. In the openings. Okay? Go ahead.
In the opening of the gates.
In the openings of the gates. Be in the streets, man. Prophesying. Telling you what's about to happen. Okay?
Right.
And also giving you wisdom, man. Go ahead.
In the opening of the gates. In the city she uttereth her words, saying,
Right.
How long, ye simple ones, will ye love simplicity?
How long ye simple ones are going to love simplicity, man? And when you go to the word simple, it means someone who's unstable. Okay? You know, and what the scriptures speak about, you know, a double-minded man is unstable in all his ways, man. Our people are simple, man. All right? All they want to do is just tell you about rap songs and, you know, how about their 401k plans and things of that nature. The only thing to speak about is the wisdom of this world, man. That's all our people know. It's this world, all right? And being wicked. They're simple, okay? Go ahead.
How long, ye simple ones, will ye love simplicity?
So how long you simple ones are gonna love simplicity, man? How long you gonna be simple-minded, man? All right? Go ahead.
And the scorner delight in their scorning.
And the scorners delight in their scorning, man. You got Jake out here and the people out here that come against this truth, man. But sooner or later, man, they're gonna be trying to run to this truth, man, when they see the prophecies speak, man. And prophecies speaking right now. All right? Right now is a shortage of baby formula. All right? There's about to be a famine. Inflation is going up. Gas prices is going up. Rumors of the wars. All right? People are actually seeing the chariots. All right? So that scorn is going to come down to a minimum. But our people still scorn, man. They still speak against this truth. Oh, that already happened already, man. Oh, y'all said the end times was going to be in the year 2000 when the World Trade Center went down. Y'all already said these things. But when you actually don't have the liberty to go to a supermarket and purchase food, that's gonna go down, man. So how long you gonna be scorning and come telling us we're conspiracy theorists? Huh? How long you gonna do it?
I may say, because the prophesy means to say before.
Right.
So we just telling you before it happens.
That's right.
You know, just like Yahweh Shai, he told you before the
Romans?
the house of David, the stones was going to be unturned.
Right.
So we just telling you before it happens.
That's right.
This is what we spiritually preparing you.
That's right.
Because physically, you're not going to be prepared. You're going to be like, what the fuck is going on? Oh, shit. We're spiritually preparing ourselves at the same time, simultaneously preparing you.
That's right.
But since you don't want it, you ain't going to say it was never told.
That's right. Hey, the scriptures speak about, our people not going to have a cloak for their sins, man. All right, because the prophets been out here through the YouTube platforms. All right, the prophets comes out here every Saturday, all right, on the highways and byways and teach this word, man. All right, so you're not going to have a cloak for your sins, man. You're not going to have an excuse because you know this word. Whether you just walk by and had no regard, or you probably skip the YouTube page, all that Israelite talk, man. All that go back to Africa shit. That's what our people say, man. Seriously, that's what our people say, man, behind closed doors, man. I ain't trying to hear that shit, man. They ain't helping me succeed in this world, Our people just cater to the flesh, man. Our people are not spiritual, man. Some of our people have the zeal, but our people are also wicked, man. All right, and it's only waxing worse and worse, man.
Keep going. How long, you simple ones, will you love simplicity, and scorners delight in their scorning, and fools hate knowledge.
And fools hate knowledge. They hate this truth, man. But they're fools. They hate the words of Yahweh Shema Shah, man. They scoff at it. It bothers them, man. I can't get right, man. Nah, man. They telling me to stop smoking weed. Get the fuck out of here, man. They telling me to stop lining my hair. How am I gonna be pretty for the ladies? This is why people say, man, because they hate knowledge. They hate rebuke. It tells you that in the book of Proverbs. When you rebuke a scorner, when you rebuke a Maz, man, I'm roughly paraphrasing it, but you can't rebuke a scorner, man, because he want to be stuck in his ways, man. That's our people. They want to be stuck in Babylon, man. They want to be stuck in the customs of America, man, okay? Because they hate knowledge. They're fools, all right? And it's going to show, man. When you go into the word fools, too, remember in Matthew, the 25th chapter about the 10 virgins, the 5 that was wise and the 5 that was fools, man. The ones who didn't carry the oil and the ones who did. And when you go into the word oil, it goes into the wisdom, all right? Our people don't have that, man. They're not carrying this truth. And ultimately, that's going to lead to the destruction, man. All right? Because our people are in the spirit of mirth, man, of peace and safety, all right? Go ahead.
Verse 20, Proverbs chapter 1, verse 23. Turn you at my reproof.
Right.
Behold, I will pour out my spirit upon you.
And how the Lord is pouring His spirit upon you. Like I said again, man, by sending the prophets on the highways and byways, man, and giving you this gospel, the good news, all right? Giving you this warning, okay? That's how he's pouring His spirit upon you, man, because He speaks through His men. The Lord not going to speak to you directly, man. And that's another thing Jake got confused, man. Now, I want to speak to the Most High directly, man. But the scriptures speak about that the heavens can't contain the glory of the Most High. All right? Who the hell are you? Everything is in order, man. And look what our people did in Egypt when they was telling Moses, man, now we don't want to listen to you. We want to talk to the Most High Himself. And what did the Lord do? He just came through lightly, man. It was thundering, lightning, And the people were already bugged out by that. You know what? All right. I'm gonna listen to you, Moses. I'm gonna chill, cause that's how the mindset of our people.
That was in the wilderness.
Yep, that was in the wilderness. God,
Go ahead. Turn ye at my reproof. Behold, I will pour out my spirit upon you.
Right.
I will make known my words unto you.
He's gonna make known His words unto you. Like I said before, you're not gonna have a cloak for your sins, man, because the Lord has made His words unto you, man. All right, through the apostles been out here teaching for 30 years plus, man. Okay, the apostles been teaching longer than probably your parents been living, man. Seriously, this truth is made known unto you, man. So it's not gonna be no excuse. It's gonna be no excuse at all, man. When all is hell broken loose, that's when our people gonna remember. Damn, man, the prophets was telling us, they was giving us this warning. You know, man, they did say, hey, a famine was coming. They did say they're going to Karagma, the RFID chip. You know, they was going to try to, Esau is going to try to infiltrate his new world order. They did say these things. They did. You know, when all hell's Jacob's trouble come, man, that's what, soon as people going to think, damn, we can't go to the supermarket and shop. Oh, we have to take this chip to buy or sell. This is why people, the truth is, the Lord gonna put the spirit in our people to remember, man. Hey, man, you scorning and being a nigga against the prophets, man, really being to me. Go ahead.
I got something.
Yeah, go ahead.
This is Ezekiel chapter 33, verse 33. It says, and when this comes to pass,
right,
lo, it will come,
right,
then shall they know that a prophet had been among
you. You can read up a couple verses. You can read up to, like, you see? This is 33 right here, right? Go ahead.
All right, this is Ezekiel chapter 33, verse 30. It says, also, thou son of man, thy children of thy people are still talking against thee by the walls and in the doors of the houses.
Right, continue.
And speak one to another, every one to his brother, saying, come, I pray you, and hear what is the word that come forth from the Lord.
And these are what the people are saying. Continue.
It says, and they come unto thee as the people cometh, and they sit before thee as a people.
That's right.
And they hear thy words.
They hear thy words. All right? And when you actually go into the word hear, meaning you just hearing a voice, you know? So it's really going through one ear out the other, because there's a difference between hearing and actually listening. Our people hear thy words. They just hear the words you're saying. All right? Go ahead.
But they will not do them.
They will not do them. All right? So they're going to hear what you're saying. Oh, okay, we can't eat crab, shrimp, pork. We can't line our hair ups. We can't commit adultery. They're hearing that. They're hearing it. They're not even taking it into consideration. They're just hearing it. It's going one ear out the other. They're not going to do the words. The scriptures speak about Yahweh Shah said, you know, I pipe unto you, but you ain't want to dance. You know, we singing that spiritual song unto you, man. We giving you good news. We singing unto you, but you don't want to do it. You turn your back on the Lord. Go ahead.
It says, for with their mouth they show much love.
And that's the damn nigga, man. Showing his mouth with much love, man. Yeah, shalom, brother. But behind the scenes, he's smoking weed. Hey, shalom, brother. Yeah, you know, but he's being committing adultery, man. Eating pork. Going to the store, ordering a bacon, egg, and cheese, man. With their mouth, they show much love. They want to be down. They want to be cool. It's bigger than that, man. It's not for entertainment purposes, man. We come out here for salvation, man. All right? Go ahead.
It says, but their mouth goeth after their covetousness.
Right, their flesh, man. Their lust. You know, that's what they go after, man. You know, our people are carnally minded people, man. You know, but being carnally minded is what? Death. All right? And that's what's going to come upon our people. Continue.
It says, and lo, thou art unto them as a very lovely song of one.
Hey, we singing a very lovely song, man. You know, we singing this spiritual song, man. We singing this truth, man. You know, which is lovely. You know, and the ones who receive it is going to receive it. You know, it tells you about, you know, a man, you know, who found a treasure in the field, and he sacrificed all things to receive that truth. Roughly paraphrasing the scriptures in Matthews. You know, this is a very lovely thing, man. Go ahead.
It says that had a pleasant voice,
right,
and can play well on the instrument.
Right, we playing, meaning we that spiritual band, man. You know, we singing that lovely song, man. We giving out people that good instrument, that good jazz, through the scriptures, man. All right, because through the scriptures, man, it gives you, it builds you up. It builds your faith up. It builds your spirit up. You know, like the Apostle Gabal said, you know. Nanosecond, I take my mind off the truth, man. Demons already plaguing me, man. You know, this is what this truth do, man. It builds you up. You know, when brothers is going through it, when you catching all hell, what do? You go back to the scriptures, man. All right, because it heals you, man. All right, because Yahweh Shah comes in the volume of the book, man. You know, Yahweh Shah comes in the volume of the book, man. He heals through his word. No, go ahead.
It says, for they hear thy words, but they do them not.
They hear thy words, but they do them not. The scriptures say, be doers of the words and not hearers only. All right, so it's bigger than just knowing that you're an Israelite. It's actually, you know, applying the scriptures. You know, rehearsing the righteous acts, keeping the high holy days. All right? Putting off yourself, putting off your flesh, and walking in the spirit. All right? These are the things you have to do. Go ahead.
It says, and when this comes to pass, lo, it will come.
What come to pass? The prophecies. All right? Jacob's trouble. World War III. The MOTB. When these things come to pass, go ahead.
Then shall they know that a prophet had been among them.
Then you're going to know a prophet has been among you. All right? The one that you was scorning against. The one that was drilling in your ear. You know, you have your friends and family that you just on like, yo, man, listen, get right, man. The Lord about to come. It's about to be a famine. It's about to, the Gurgle troops is going to come. They're going to throw people in the concentration camps, man. These things are about to happen because we living in the last days of the last days, man. All right? So they're going to know, man. Once that happens, repeat it again, Baba Kushar.
It says,
you know? Or when Jacob's trouble come, when famines come, you know? That's when our people going to know, damn, a prophet has been amongst you. You know? That's when they're going to try to go on YouTube, but you can't go on YouTube because the internet is going to be shut down. Okay? And you're going to get a glimpse of that because it's going to be blackouts this summer, man. You know? Jake love their phones. Jake loves social media. Jake is going to be bugging the hell out in that day, man. So imagine it in the latter days, you know, and in Jacob's trouble when they don't have the access to YouTube. All right? When they don't have access to call a brother or call a cousin that might have been a prophet. They're going to bug the hell out. Oh, what was the name of the Lord again?
Yeah.
Damn, man, he kept telling me, man. What was the name? Damn. That's when you're going to know. That's exactly when you're going to know, man. The Lord going to put the spirit on you to remember. Look, this is when the brother was talking to you, man. Countless of times.
it says, and when this comes to pass,
when the prophecies come to pass, go ahead.
lo, it will come.
It's going to come, man. The scriptures speak about in Habakkuk, the 2nd chapter, man. Though it may tarry, wait for it. All right? Even though it may delay, all right, the prophecy is going to come to pass. The visions are speaking. All right? We see it now, man. We see the rumors of the wars in Matthews. You know, matter of fact, we can get that after too.
It says, then shall they know that a prophet had been among them.
Then you're going to know a prophet has been among you, man. All right? And what does a prophet do? A prophet prophesies. And what does it mean to prophesy? To tell you the future things before it happens, man. That's when you're going to know. All right? Look at what happened in Noah, man. In the time of Noah. All right? When they was banging on that ark, you know, when it was raining from the heavens, that's when they knew. Oh, man, Noah damn. You know? And the Lord, hey, the scripture speak about the Lord put the spirit on the ark to close, man. You know?
Sealed that.
He sealed it.
All right, I got something real quick.
Go ahead.
This Ezekiel chapter 7, verse 25. Destruction cometh, and they shall seek peace.
Right. Destruction cometh. All right? Destruction cometh, and they may... Say it again, Baba Kushan.
Ezekiel chapter 7, verse 25. Destruction cometh, and they shall seek peace.
They're going to seek peace, but destruction is coming. Okay? And what's that destruction? Jacob's trouble, man. And ultimately, that nuclear missile. But they're going to be seeking peace, man. That's how people, they seeking peace now. Go ahead.
It says, and they shall seek peace, and there shall be none.
There's going to be no peace in that day of the destruction, man. In the time of Jacob's trouble, man. It's going to be, the scriptures speak about Jacob's trouble, a time was never seen before, man. All right? There's going to be people that's going to be eating their kids, okay? Cannibalism, all right? It happened in the scriptures, it was people eating belts, you know, leathers, okay? They're going to be trying to find peace because that's how people, they try to find, the better things. Like, the Lord we're going to be all right, man. It's going to happen for a period of time. We're going to be good. But it's going to be no peace in that time, you dumb nigga, man. This is why you got to put that whole armor on, man. You stupid Jake. It ain't going to be peace in that time, man. That's why the scriptures say we persuade men through the terrors of the Lord, man. Because, hey, in that time, man, all hell was going to be broken loose, man. You're going to see dead bodies throughout the city. You know? You might see family members get their head chopped off. All right? Wild beasts. You know, it's scripture talking about Leviathan. It's going to be all hell. It's going to be crazy, man, in that day, man. You know? And that's why we trying to build our spirit up, man. Because we know we may speak it. You know, brother did a video on it. You know, I'm on Gabar. He said, yeah, well, you may speak about it, man. You may read about it. But when that actual time happens, when it's action, yo, man, we just giving you a glimpse. We don't know how the Lord gonna come, man. You know? And that's why we warn our people, man, because we, you know what I mean? We trying to get right, you know?
It says mischief shall come upon mischief.
Right.
And
But it's going to the word mischief. You know? Because in that day, man, it's going to be a bad time, man, for our people, man. Worse than any captivity that we've been through, man. Through the Babylonian captivity, slavery. It's going to be worse than all those times Israel has been brought low, man. Because the scriptures speak of what? Tribulation is going to begin in the house of Jacob, man. It's going to start with you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. That's who's going to feel it first. All right? Go ahead, bro.
All right, the Hebrew word for mischief is hawa. It says ruin, disaster.
Disaster. So read it again. It's going to be mischief. Go ahead, brother.
Ezekiel 7:26, it says mischief shall come upon mischief.
It's going to be disaster after disaster. You know? No more jobs. All right? Famine. Then pestilences. It's going to be, everybody's going to be catching all these type of diseases. All right? The Gurkha troops coming. Concentration camps. Martial law. Disaster after disaster after disaster. Dollar crashing. All right? Mark of the beast. World War III. I'm not saying it in particular order, but I'm just giving you examples, man. It's gonna be disaster after disaster after disaster, man. Go ahead.
It says, then shall they seek a vision of the prophet.
Right, then you're gonna seek the vision of the prophet. Then that's when you're gonna try to, let me go on YouTube. Let me pick my phone up. Let me go on the street, look for the prophets. But the Lord gonna take the prophets from the streets, man. It's gonna be a famine of the word. You're not gonna have the liberty, you know, the liberty to call on call on your cousin that's been in the truth. You're not gonna have the liberty to go on the highways and byways and see a prophet. All right? You're gonna be completely bugged out in your mind, man, because you're literally not gonna know what to do. It's because it's gonna be disaster after disaster after disaster that's gonna happen, man. You know, like the brother read earlier, you're gonna seek peace and there's gonna be none. All right? Especially living under the so-called white man. All right? There's no peace within him. And he's the ruler of the earth. So imagine, man. You know, the Lord uses him as a sword. So it's going to be all hell's going to be broken loose, man. Go ahead.
It says, but the law shall perish from the priests,
Right.
and counsel from the ancients.
Right. You know, and that was the point. You got something, brother? You can get Jeremiah 30:7. You know?
It's the book of Jeremiah chapter 30 and verse 7.
Right.
It says, alas,
And hope so I can get to 16. Go ahead.
it says, Jeremiah 30 and 7, alas, for that day is great,
What day?
so that none is like it.
None is like it, man. You know, like I said before, man, there's going to be nothing that's going to be compared to Jacob's trouble, man. Nothing. All right? Nothing. You could be 1,000 of your worst days here in Babylon, man. You know, your 20 years of living. Nothing is going to compare, man. Us being in Babylon, the Babylonian captivity, you know, us being under the Greeks, all right? The Assyrians. Nothing's going to be compared to the time of Jacob's trouble, man. Absolutely nothing. Go ahead.
It says, it is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it.
Who's going to be saved out of it? All right? The elect. All right? The ones who come out here on the highways and byways, you know, use their body as a living sacrifice. The one who's rehearsing the righteous acts. All right? The one who put off the darkness in this world and put on the light and put on Yahweh Shem Yahushua. All right? The one who sacrifices, man. All right? The one who's repenting. All right? Because our people don't repent. They don't hold accountable of their actions, man. Our people are plain wicked, man. So only the elect is going to be saved out of it, okay? The ones, when you read Isaiah 6, matter of fact, get that too real quick. Isaiah 65, saying the servant shall eat, all right? Because what consists of Jacob's trouble? Pestilences, plagues, but also the famine, all right? But only the elect is going to be good in that day. The one that's going to remain calm. Why? Because they've been putting on the whole armor. They've been, you know, the scriptures speak about wisdom, knowledge, and understanding shall be the stability of that time. All right, and who's the one that's studying, reading, doing their shows, their lessons, praying, fasting, the elect. All right, and Lord willing be the hope for elect, but that's going to be the people who's going to be delivered out of Jacob's trouble, man. All right, out of the time of calamity, man.
Right.
Okay?
Go ahead, bro. I may say, and those that's going to be saved is one who's written in the book. That's right. The book of life.
Right.
With Yahweh Shem Yahshua's book.
Right.
That's the elect.
Right.
This is Isaiah chapter 65, verse 12. Therefore, I will number you to the sword.
Right. The Lord is going to number you to the sword. And you know that sword is an instrument, a weapon instrument, man. All right. So the Lord's going to number you to either you're going to die through the gunfire, all right, the nuclear destruction, all right. That's what the number who, the 2/3. Okay. Go ahead.
And ye shall all bow down to the slaughter.
Yeah, all going to bow down to the slaughter, man. It's going to be a great, massive death, man, here in America, man. There's going to be bodies laying out in the street, man. You never seen you know, in Boys in the Hood, they say, oh, you ever seen a dead body? You're going to see a lot of dead bodies in that day, man. All right? Go ahead.
Because when I called...
You're not going to have to ask nobody that question, because everybody going to be asking.
Yeah,
That's right. That's right.
that's right. Because Jacob's trouble is everybody's trouble.
Right.
Because when I called ye did not answer.
And when the Lord called you, all right, you didn't answer. When the Lord sent his prophets out on the highways and told you that you was Israelites, that you were holy people unto the Lord, and to come back and to repent from your wicked ways, you refused to do that. All right? You was wise to do evil. Go ahead.
Ye did not answer.
You ain't answer. You know? When the Lord, he said he piped unto you, but you ain't dance. You ain't answer. You want to be a nigga instead. You want to be a rapper. You want to pursue your dreams. Go ahead.
When I spake, ye did not hear.
When he spake, and how does he speaking? Through his men. That's how the Lord is speaking, because the Lord not going to deal with you directly. He's speaking through his men. Go ahead.
But did evil before my eyes.
But you did evil before his eyes. And what's the evils you did? Commit adultery. Eat strip crab, lobster, and pork. Worship these other idol gods. Idolatry. Idolizing men. You did evil before the Lord's eyes, man. All right? So the Lord's going to judge you for that, man.
Right.
All right? You're going to be accountable for all your actions, man. All right? Go ahead.
And did not choose that wherein I delighted.
Yeah, you ain't choose where the Lord delighted, man. Say it again, Baba.
Right. And did not choose that wherein I delighted.
Right,
Not.
right. Go ahead.
Therefore, thus said the Lord Yahweh, behold, my servant shall eat.
And who's the Lord's servants, man? All right? The prophets. All right? The elect. And you can get that precept too, who's the Lord's servants. Just for edification's sake, man. Precept upon precept, man. All right? Because who's the Lord's servants, man? All right? The ones that's, serving the Lord to the best of their ability, man. Those are the Lord's servants, man. All right? The ones that's putting off this flesh, man. That's, putting off this world. The ones that's sacrificing for the Lord, man. That's the Lord's servants, man. All right? You got it?
Yeah, come on. This is Isaiah chapter 41 and verse 8. It says, but thou, Israel, art my servant.
But thou, Israel, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, are the Lord's servants, but they're elect of the nation of Israel. Go ahead.
Jacob, whom I have chosen,
Right.
the seed of Abraham, my friend.
Right. And that was the point, man. But the Israelites, the elect of Israel, are the Lord's servants, man. Because we know 2/3 of our people are not going to, come back into Yahweh Shem Yahshua. They're not going to turn away. They're not going to put off the darkness. All right? They're going to be cut off and down on this side, man, by that nuclear destruction and be brought back in the kingdom through the elect. All right? Go ahead, bro.
This is Isaiah chapter 45, verse 4. For Jacob, my servant's sake, and Israel, mine elect.
Right. Ooh, that's what I was looking for. His elect from the nation of Israel, man. All right? His elect. The ones that signed and crying. All right? To Yahweh Shem Yahushua. all right, to be delivered. The ones that sighing and crying and prophesying against Babylon the Great, all right? That's prophesying against this great kingdom. His elect, the one that's not going to ultimately bow down to the image of Baal, man, all right? Not bow down to this beast system, who's not going to take that chick, man, all right? That's his elect, all right? The ones that's going to be, martyrs for Yahweh Shem Yahushua. All right, go ahead.
It says, I have called thee by thy name.
Right.
I have surnamed thee, though thou hast not known me.
Right. Our people don't know the Lord, man. All right.
Go back to that. All right. This is Isaiah chapter 65, verse 13. Therefore, thus said the Lord Yahweh, behold, my servants shall eat.
So his servants, we have an understanding now, his servants is the elect.
Okay.
All right, the ones that's, putting off their flesh, the ones that's using their bodies as a living sacrifice, the ones that's prophesying against, Babylon the Great, all right, the ones that's not conformed to this world, all right? Go ahead.
But ye shall be hungry.
But ye shall be hungry. And who's the ye? The 2/3 of our people and these other nations. All right? You're going to the ones that's going to be hungry, man. All right? The ones that's going to be eating your babies. All right? Trying to eat your own dung. All right? Eating concrete, whatever you can find. You're going to be hungry, man. And scriptures speak about, it's better to die by the sword than hunger, man. Roughly paraphrasing. Okay? So imagine you're going to be ones that's hunger. Imagine not eating for 2 weeks straight. No water, no food. Really picture it, man. All right? That's hunger. Because Jake think they hungry now when they, don't eat for a little 2 days, man. Listen, I haven't been eating since I was, I was in the projects. I couldn't eat, man. I could handle that. Nah, you don't know what true hunger is, man. When you can't even run the water in your kitchen, man, to even drink the little tap water, man. Go ahead.
That's right. Behold, my servants shall drink,
right,
but ye shall be thirsty.
Yeah, his servants is going to drink. The elect is going to be good, man. The ones that's going to be drinking, water. The ones that's going to probably be in these, storehouses drinking wine. The elect is going to be good, man. All right? But you going to be thirsty. All right? You're going to be a thirsty, literally, but also be thirsty for the truth. All right? Because this truth, represents the waters and things of that nature, man. The wine, all right? You're going to be thirsty physically and spiritually, man. All right? Go ahead.
That's right. Behold, my servants shall drink, but ye shall be thirsty. Behold, my servants shall rejoice, but ye shall be
We're going to be rejoicing in that day, man. The elect. Why? Because we know that the end time is coming, man. We're going to be rejoicing. Man, it's Jacob's trouble, man. Yahweh Shah coming soon. We about to inherit our kingdom, y'all. We're going to be rejoicing. We're going to be good in that day, eating, drinking, and meditating on the Lord, man, in that day, man. Rejoicing, man. Giving all praises and honor and glory to Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man. But you're not going to be rejoicing. You're not going to be rejoicing. 2/3 not going to be rejoicing in that day, man. There's going to be a lot of sorrow in that day for them, man. They're going to see, their kids dying. Their great-grandmothers, their grandmothers, their mothers, their fathers being put to death, and now they can't find ways to eat. You're going to be in a sorrowful spirit in that day, man. All because you didn't want to, hearken to the Lord's words, man. And it's only right. It's only right you get judged like that, man. Because, hey, man, this truth is serious, man. This is a serious thing, man, that we doing here, man. Go ahead, bro.
This Proverbs chapter 1, verse 24.
Right.
Because I have called and ye refused.
Because he called and ye refused. All right? Meaning you turned your back on the Lord, man. You refused. All right? But the Lord is calling you. We in the grace period. The Lord is doing that great calling, man. We're giving you the good word. We're giving you the gospel, the good news. All right? We're telling you that you're Israelites. You know what I'm saying? We're telling you that you're a holy people. All right? We're calling on to you, man. The Lord is calling on to you. But you refuse. You turned your back on the Lord. Because you took this thing for granted. And that's our people. They take everything for granted. Our people got to learn the hard way. Why? Because our people are stiff-necked people, man. Go ahead.
It says, I have stretched out my hand.
He stretched out his hand. There was men. Go ahead.
And no man regarded.
No man regarded, man. You didn't regard to the words of Yahweh Shemel Shah. You know? You ain't have no regard. Man. You know? Had shrugged shoulders.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
But ye have set at naught all my counsel,
Right.
and with none of my reproof.
Right.
I also will laugh at your calamity.
The Lord is gonna laugh at your calamity, man. And how he's gonna laugh at your calamity? You know, through his prophets, man. You know? We're gonna be laughing at that time, man. Hey, man, I told that brother, man. We told Jake, man, we told y'all, we gave y'all the warning. Now y'all catching hell. You know? That's exactly what's gonna be in that day, the spirit of the Lord's men in that day, man. You know, when we see you catch all hell, man. All right?
It says, I will mark when your fear cometh,
Right,
when your fear cometh as a desolation,
right,
and your destruction cometh as a whirlwind,
right.
when distress and anguish come upon you.
Yeah, distress and anguish is gonna come upon you, man. You know? And Jacob's trouble, man. All right? That was it.
It
Right.
says, then shall they call upon me,
Right.
but I will not answer.
Hey, they're gonna be calling on, you know, on the Lord, man. If they know the names, you know, they're gonna be calling on Jesus and Allah. But if they do know the names, because you know, there's some Israelite camps and some people who know the names, you know, but that's being plain out wicked. You're gonna be calling on the name. Go ahead.
It says, then shall they call upon me, but I will not answer.
The Lord not gonna answer you, man. All right. The Lord in that day is gonna turn his back on you, man. All right. Go ahead.
They shall seek me early, but they shall not find me.
Right.
For that they hated knowledge and did not choose the fear of Yahweh Shemel Shah.
Yeah, y'all didn't choose to fear, you know, Yahweh Shemel Shah. And what's the scriptures speak about, you know, the beginning of wisdom is fearing the Lord, man. Y'all don't fear the Lord. Our people don't fear the Lord, man. That's the reason why they're still wicked. They don't have that fear in them. You know, a part of the reason why we come out here, you know, is because we fear what the Lord is going to do to us. We meditate on being destroyed by fire. We meditate on not eating in that day. Oh, Lord, the Lord said if we won't repent, we ain't going to eat in that day? We going to be destroyed by fire? Nah, man. You have to fear the Lord. That's the beginning of wisdom. Okay?
Right. Oh, that was the point.
One more scripture? All right. Last time?
All right, so switch.
Wait,
All right,
okay.
go.
All right.
You come behind.
All right, come.
This is Proverbs chapter 13 and verse 13. Whoso despiseth the word shall be destroyed.
Whoso despises the word? What word? These words in the scriptures here, in this book. Who despises the word is going to be destroyed. And who is the word? Yahweh Shai is he's the volume of the book. It says kiss the son. Or unless you, what's that verse say? Lest he be angry, cut. Okay, read on.
It says, but he that feareth the commandment shall be rewarded.
And the commandment is life. Read that part again.
It says, but he that feareth the commandment shall be rewarded.
He that fears the commandment will be rewarded. Because these words, it says if you break the commandment, that's death. So if you fear the commandments, you won't break the law. And we do it to the best of our ability. We're not here trying to really break the law. We out here doing to the best of our ability to follow the laws, and they forcing us to break the laws. Okay.
This is 2 Timothy chapter 3 and verse 15. And that from a child thou hast known the holy scriptures.
Now from a child we had known the holy scriptures. You know, in our past lives too. We knew the Lord was given to us through Moses. And the Lord told Moses they're gonna forget it, they're gonna break it. As we got older in the spirit, years going by, generations, we've broken the law.
It says, which are able to make thee wise unto salvation.
Make us wise. Wisdom and knowledge. No, that's Proverbs. Is it Proverbs? It says wisdom. The instructions. How you go again?
I'm gonna finish it.
Okay, go ahead.
It says, through faith which is in Hamashiach Yahweh Shai. So we learn this truth from the apostles of Greatmillstone, the true men of the Lord, and this wisdom and knowledge, all right, that we
understand through Yahweh Shai is going to make us wise unto salvation. Salvation is going to be a physical, literal thing that's going to take place. All right, the men that you mock, you call us the bum camp. All right, you said we ain't shit. You know, you said get a job, y'all wasting your time. We're going to be the same ones, Lord willing, that receive salvation through Yahweh Shai. So knowing this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, and enduring unto the end, that's very important.
And enduring to the end with it. That's the whole key to this whole thing here. To the end. Yeah, read that, brother. Proverbs 1, verse 1. Two. Proverbs 1, verse 2.
To know wisdom and instruction,
To know wisdom is instruction.
to perceive the word of understanding,
To perceive the words of understanding. To get these words is understanding. And how you understand it, the wisdom, you get the understanding, right? And then you know how to navigate through the system, to this filthy place, man. You know what not to be doing, what to avoid. That's how we get to a valley shadow of death. Avoiding with these words, with the instructions. Okay.
to receive the instruction of wisdom
Wisdom, go ahead.
and justice
And justice. That's
And-
righteous. Yeah, righteousness. Okay.
and judgment.
And judgment. We know how to discern what's going on around us. Oh, we ain't gonna go over there. We know that's not right. And the Lord's gonna guide us through this mayhem that's coming. Yahweh Shemal Shah is gonna guide us. Okay.
And equality.
Yeah. Amongst the brotherhood. But let the Lord said, let brotherly love to continue. And that's how that, and charity is the come amongst to a sin. Yes, I know, brother.
This is Ephesians chapter 2 and verse 8. For by grace are ye saved through faith.
By grace. And grace is like when you clock into your job, you got that 7-minute period to get your shit together, get on post. So this is grace time right now. And the doors of mercy is shut soon. You can be able to do what you want no more. Because they got that movie that came out, the passing around, the American Blackout. It's coming. Why would they keep talking about this shit if they ain't gonna do it? They hate your people. The elites don't want you to take them out of their seat. They hiding with all the money. They don't care about no riches no more. They want to destroy the earth. They want to destroy what's perfect and pure from Yahweh Shemal Shah.
It says, and that not of yourselves, it is a gift of the Most High.
This is not what we're doing is not of ourselves. The Lord got us out here. Yahweh Shemal Shah got us out here. And Yahweh okay.
Proverbs 2 verse 10. When wisdom entereth into thy heart,
When wisdom enters into thy heart,
and knowledge is pleasant,
and knowledge, when this wisdom into your heart, your mind, it makes you a man. It puts you on the right path, man. Read that part again.
when wisdom entereth unto thy heart, and knowledge is pleasant into thy soul.
And knowledge is pleasant to thy soul. This thing is lively. This book is lively, man. Hey, I gotta confess, like, for being in this truth, I'm not as angry. You know, I understand that. And what Apostle Paul just said, he said, when you suffer patiently, you suffer quietly. You don't bust a move. You can't bust a move in this thing. You can't bust your own move. It's not your show. Okay.
Proverbs 2 verse 11. Discretion shall preserve thee. Understanding shall keep thee.
Yeah. Progression will preserve thee, and understanding will keep thee. Understand these words.
Right. This is Isaiah chapter 33 and verse 6. And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy time.
And there you go. And that's leading up to the point we're about to get into the Jacob's trouble. By getting in these words, staying humble, and staying meek in these words, and the Lord is going to guide us. Wisdom and knowledge will be thy stability of thy time. And what's happening? We prophesying, we telling you what's going on, and these things when we talk about it's happening. And you're like, oh, and you're not paying attention. You know, you don't want to do what the prophets is telling you because you're looking at us like we're the same type of men you are. Well, we're not. We're not the same man. You're different because you're of this world. We're different, but we're not of this world.
It says, stability of thy times and strength of
This
salvation.
stabilize. This is going to stabilize you. Stability.
The fear of the Lord is his treasure.
And that's the money right there. The fear of Yahweh Shemal Shah. That's your money. Now the Lord said, the more you do for him, he'll bargain with you. He'll pardon you for all the badness that's going on. If you want to hear, if you're in the book, you guarantee you're predestinated. But and how it's looking, these people that's not doing this, because we're gonna at the end, we're gonna have certain people that are gonna come in through faith and fear. They're gonna pop right in. But that's gonna be because of the prophet that's been out here, that's been doing this work. You got something? Okay, let's go.
This is Amos chapter 8 and verse 11. Behold, the days come, saith the Most High, that I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread, nor a thirst for water, but of hearing the words of the Lord.
He's going to send a famine on the word. Like, that's how you know this is nourishment. That's how you know the scriptures nourish. This is what's feeding you.
That's right.
Because he said, what did Yahweh say? He said, we will not live by bread alone, but by the word of Yahweh, by the word of Yahweh. So he was tempted by the ultimate demon, Satan. Read that again.
This is Amos chapter 8 and verse 11. Behold, the days come, saith the Most High, that I will send a famine in the land.
He's going to send a famine in the land. All right? It's going to tell you what type of famine. It's not we don't.
It says, not a famine of bread, nor a thirst for water.
Not a famine of bread or thirst of water. Yahweh Shah said, we're not going to live by bread alone, but by the words of Yahweh, about the words of Yahweh, we're going to live. Go ahead.
But of hearing the words of the Lord. Yeah, so that means the internet is going to be shut off. All right, all you people that's proud to make passive income online, the internet is going to be shut off. You proud ass woman, all right, you feminist ass woman, all right, the Lord is going to humble you. He's going to humble 2/3 of the nation of Israel. He's going to take your comforts away, all right? This wisdom and knowledge is going to make us stable during the times of Jacob's trouble. Meanwhile, 2/3 of the nation of Israel, you're not going to be stable because you're going to have a bunch of questions, but the Lord is going to withdraw his prophets from off the streets.
And that's Baruch chapter 4.
It says Amos 8 and 12, and they shall wander from sea to sea, and from the north.
What they wandering and looking for, the truth. Where's that been at? Where's that at? Oh, what's that name again? Sea to sea, they're going to be going sea to sea looking for the Lord. Okay.
Yep. And from the north, even to the east, and they shall run to and fro to seek the word of the Lord, and shall not find it.
You ain't going to find us the word. We ain't going to find the prophets either. The Lord's going to stabilize the prophets. You know? So that's what's happening. Yeah. Read that one more time.
This is Amos.
Sea to sea. You're going to be looking for the Lord. But oh God, they're not around. All this hell going to be breaking loose. You're going to know a prophet's been among you. Okay, brother.
This is Amos chapter 8 and verse 12. And they shall wander from sea to sea, and from the north even to the east, and they shall run to and fro to seek the word of the Lord, and shall not find it.
You ain't going to find this truth. This is the time that you want this out here. The famine of the word is coming. The Lord don't care about how you feel about, he doesn't respect persons. That's not his thing. His thing is to have you do his will or else. Okay,
This is Baruch chapter 4 verse 1. This is the book of the commandments of our Lord. This is the book of the commandments of the Most High.
This is the book of the commandments of the Most High, Yahweh Shah. Read on.
And the law that endureth forever.
And the law that endureth forever. If the Lord endures forever, that means you could. If you follow all the laws, you endure forever. That's why we die. We subject. We sin. We sinners. Okay.
All they that keep it shall come to life.
All they that keep it, all the Israelites that will keep it, because the 1/3 is going to make it up out of here, and they're gonna bring back the 2/3, and we're the only one that's going to be perfect in this. Read that again. Top.
This is the book of the commandments of the Most High, and the law that endureth forever.
And we're going to be forever. You understand? Our Israelite brothers from Judah all the way down to Issachar and brothers and sisters, we ain't never have to worry about being sick again. We're going to be young. We ain't got to worry about gout. We ain't going to have to worry about diabetes. We're gonna run and never lose energy. We're gonna sit down with the wildest animals, the wildest creatures, should I say? Yeah, we don't.
All they that keep it shall come to life.
We're gonna come to life, man. We're gonna live. You're not living now, man. We're not living. Sorry, okay.
And not only us, but other animals gonna be at peace too.
Yeah.
Like the scriptures say, lion should eat straw with the
Yeah, I was pulling that, but
Yeah,
you're right.
So even animals are not gonna have the desire to kill one another.
Yeah.
Even when it comes to eating,
We're
the whole
vegetarian.
world is gonna be completely turned upside down to the righteous way.
Right. Okay. Sorry.
But such as leave it shall die.
Such that leave it. You left your God. You left your power. So you're dying. That's what you know how you killing yourself? By eating the breaking the laws, eating the unlawful food. That food you eat, that shrimp, that catfish, that panini, that pork, you eating that's death.
That's right.
Okay, you dead inside. And it corrodes you. Shit happens. Everybody, all the other nations can eat that shit. But when you eat it, you fucked up.
I was gonna say too, because those animals were meant to clean the sea. They're scavengers, and that's why our people love it. Our people love pork.
Cause they're scavengers too.
Right.
Like the crabs, they sea roaches.
Right.
Like somebody passed a picture around with a dude with mad tubes with mad roaches on him. Like you're a roach, man. Like who put that? Like that's how much roach you sit in your house. Okay, read on.
Baruch 4, verse 2. Turn thee, O Jacob, and take hold of it.
Take hold of what? This right here, the truth. Yeah, bro.
Walk in the presence of the light thereof.
Walk in the presence of the light. How you walk in the presence of light? By following this book. This is the beacon of light.
That's right.
That thou mayest be illuminated.
That thou mayest be illuminated. This book right here is gonna illuminate you. Alright? You dull. You're black. That's why they call you black. You void of, that's right. You void of light.
Yeah, and the light is Yahweh Shai. Through Yahweh Shai, we have the truth. Through Yahweh Shai, we're going to be stable during the times to come. Like the brothers was going into earlier, we're going to be able to eat, we're going to have water, we're going to have all the things essential for survival. Why? Because we glorify the Lord. We push the word correctly. Meanwhile, you other camps, you're not giving a warning through Yahweh Bashem El Shai. You're not telling our people about the future judgments to come in the form of Jacob's trouble, the hour of temptation when they make mandatory this chip, all right? And then shortly after that, the destruction of Babylon the Great. You're teaching our people to be comfortable here in a place that's temporal that's going to be destroyed.
That's right. And your temple is going to be destroyed too.
That's right.
We're going to be burned up here, man. We don't want to be burned up here.
That was it?
Okay.
Verse 3. Give not thy honor to another.
And that's what you've been doing, giving your honor to another nation. That's why you fucked up now, by eating the sea creatures that don't have scales and fins. There's a certain thing you're supposed to eat on the whole earth. That's why when you go back when Noah brought the animals on the ark, he had two, and he had two. I'm sorry,
And 2 clean and 2 unclean.
yeah, and and 7. No, he said, I'm sorry, 7. Yeah, 7.
7 meaning
Yeah.
several.
Yeah,
Several.
yeah, yeah. So he had two that would break forth indignation.
No. Two unclean.
Yeah,
And then seven
of clean animals. Yeah, that's what I meant to say. Sorry. The 7 clean animals that will bring forth other their kinds. So we get. So that's the fruit we can eat. That's the not the fruit. That's the meat that we can eat, and the 2 that we can't eat. That's the unclean. All right. Yeah, brother.
Give not thy honor to another, nor the things that are profitable unto thee
Profitable.
to a strange nation.
Yeah, but this is profitable. You know what we're doing right now. This we're not supposed to give to the nations. We're gonna teach them in the kingdom though, but they ain't gonna get it right. That's how we're gonna come in. We're gonna bust that ass.
That's right.
We the ones that are gonna be perfect, because it's gonna be in our inward part. And our inward part is our mind, our inner man. We're gonna have the ultimate. We're gonna know this perfectly. And the Lord said He's gonna give it to only us.
The punchline, one more. Oh Israel, happy are we.
Wait, hold on. Oh Israel, you Puerto Ricans is Israel. You Dominicans is Israel. Yeah, read that part again.
Oh Israel,
Uh-huh.
happy are we for things that are pleasing to the Most High are made known unto us.
That's what this truth has been made to us. That's what we happy. Yes, we got the ticket, vocab, and we got the ticket. We about to cash in quick. We happy. We got this ticket. That was it.
Yeah, that's
Okay. Go ahead, brother.
This is on Revelation chapter 16 and verse 15. Behold, I come as a thief. Blessed is he that watcheth.
And behold, He come as a thief, Yahweh Shah. But He's gonna steal the one that's not watching. He's gonna thief their soul right out of their body. Yeah.
It says, and keepeth his garments, lest he walk naked, and they see his shame.
That's right. And we keep on our garments right now. The garments is I'm looking for a verse that says the breastplate. Is that?
Ephesians?
Yeah. Okay.
Again, a garment represents what? Knowing the truth.
That's
You know,
right.
as the hopeful elect, which is going to make us wise unto salvation through faith in Yahweh Shai.
That's right.
You said Ephesians, right?
Yeah, that's it. Right.
This is
Is it-
Ephesians
yeah.
chapter 6 and verse. This is Ephesians chapter 6 and verse. No, is that like off top?
No, sorry. I think it's
Verse play of like faith, right?
yeah, red 33. But
I got it.
okay, go ahead.
This is Ephesians chapter 6 and verse, I'm going to start at verse 13. It says, wherefore take unto you the whole armor of the Most High. Which the whole armor of the Most High is what? Faith. All right? It says, that ye may be able to withstand in the evil day.
We got again.
Come. It says that ye, let me start from the top.
Yes, sir.
Yep, this is Ephesians 6 and 13. Wherefore take unto you the whole armor of
Take
the Most
on,
High.
take on you the whole armor of Yahweh Shemel Shah. And the first step, the foundation of taking on the whole armor of Yahweh Shemel Shah is saying the name Yahweh Shemel Shah. So that's the beginning stage. Bam, now we in there. So what we gotta do?
That ye may be able to withstand in the evil day.
That we may be able to stand in the evil day. Wisdom and knowledge be the spirit of the time. And the fear of the Lord, I feel like I'm just going right to the point. The fear of Yahweh Shemel Shah is the treasure. Go ahead, brother.
And have it done all to stand.
Done all. What? Isn't all 100%? When we use the word all? When you use the word all, it's 100%, right? I understand all. Right, that was one of them? I'm sorry, go ahead.
So I got a definition of withstand.
Go ahead.
Remain undamaged or unaffected by. Resist.
Remain undamaged and unaffected by.
Unaffected.
Unaffected by. That means, that goes to the word endure. You be hardened. You made hard. All the way to the end of this, man. Who said our king is a perfect example that you may ask the Lord, oh, can you help me out in this situation? But the Lord, He wants you to endure. Write that word again. What's that word again?
Withstand.
Withstand.
Means to remain undamaged or unaffected by. Resist.
Undamaged spiritually. You don't want to be undamaged. I'm sorry. You don't want to be undamaged. You don't want to be damaged spiritually. So undamaged. Alright?
Yeah, that's the whole point of an armor.
Yeah.
Protection. So if you put on the armor of faith, it's to protect you against, the evils. To withstand spiritually. And in order to withstand, you have to have faith. Because faith is going to keep you whole in times of evil. That's why the Lord said, put on that armor. Without it, and you out here, you lost.
Yeah.
You're out there fighting for toilet paper during the time of the skin.
That's right.
Toilet paper.
My
It
brothers
was-
is resting well, actually. You know? So that's the importance of having faith.
Ephesians 6 and 14, stand therefore, having your loins girt about with truth.
Stand there for having your loins girt about with truth. This is the truth right here, man. Yo, this is the thing. This is the thing that we do. This is it, man. Hey, brothers come from all walks of life, meeting right here to testify against this place with truth. And we don't give, we doing this stuff, we don't care about our life, man. Because it's like, we already know they ain't getting none of this crap. You know, the elite, you know what I'm saying? The elite is somewhere else plotting on how to kill you when they got all the riches already. What the hell what's your problem? You're the damn devil. That's your job. Our job is to stand in truth. Their job is to stand in lies. Yeah.
Isaiah 52.
It says, and having on the breastplate of righteousness.
Having on the breastplate of righteousness. And this is the breastplate of righteousness, man. What you I go for verse, right? You got that one?
Yeah.
Alright. That was it, right? Yeah. Alright. Yeah, read that one.
Isaiah 52, verse 1.
Yeah.
Awake, awake.
Yeah, awake. Awake. We have to be awake to the Lord Yahweh Shem Shah. Go ahead, brother.
Put on thy strength, O Zion.
Put on thy strength. This is a strength right here, man. It ain't even know we got walking dead out here, man, and they ain't dead. They just spiritually dead. They really like, and they got the brown cigarettes in them, the Newports. I mean, all types of chemicals, man. And they got the Florida Nightingale juice in them. I know people. I'm sorry.
No, they in darkness. The Lord, He called us into this truth, so we got to make the best of it. We got to make our bodies a living sacrifice, because we belong unto Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. So we supposed to be out here. Meanwhile, these people, 2/3 of the nation of Israel, they're in darkness. All right, they trying to look for the truth, but the Lord have blinded them.
Yeah.
He laid down stumbling blocks, which is these other philosophies.
Yeah. Yep. That's what's happening. And we're telling you to awake from them philosophies, man. Put on your beautiful garment. Read that part.
Put on thy beautiful garments, O Jerusalem.
Put on this is the beautiful garment. Put this on. This is the breastplate. This is the arm. This is the armor. This is the armor, man. I'm telling you, man. This book have nurtured me, man. Like hey, something was happening, and then every day I was praying and praying and praying, man, and then it went away. The person went away, man. He's not there no more. This prayer helps, man. Okay, read on.
The holy city, for henceforth there shall no more come unto thee the uncircumcision.
Yeah, and uncircumcision is other nations, man, and they hate you, man. And they might look like other nations, but they might be Jake or something. The Edomites, they make them. But then you think, why does this motherfucker always bother me? You praise the Lord, you keep the armor of faith that the Lord, He tell you, suffer patiently and be quiet. Don't bust no moves, man. Don't get mad. I've learned not to get mad, man. I'm like, all I can do is all right, be quiet, let them do what they do, and then what happens to them? They go away, man. The Lord is telling you, He's helping you out, man. He's helping you, man. Yeah.
For thenceforth there shall no more come into thee the uncircumcised.
Because they ain't coming into us no more. We are being holy. We are being Kadash. Being separate. The temple is being measured, man. This temple is measured, man. And we leaving the profane out. I don't see them around. I remember those days we used to be around them, like go in the stores. Like, well, now we know the Lord got us. He's guiding us away from them, man. The uncircumcised is not around us no more. These filthy people is not. Even our own 2/3 is not around us no more, man. I mean, not our own. The 2/3, man. They're not around, man. They somewhere else, and we're somewhere else. And it's going to be a point where they're not going to be protected, man. The Lord is going to protect his, and we got to be the ones out on the side.
And the unclean.
And the unclean. They are, all these nations are unclean. Even the 2/3, man. I got something.
This is Romans chapter 11 and verse 7. What then? Israel have not obtained that which he seeketh for.
You Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans, you have not obtained. Read it again.
This is Romans chapter 11 and verse 7. What then? Israel have not obtained that which he seeketh for.
What you have not obtained. The breastplate. The confidence in Yahweh Shemel Shah. The truth. You have and you didn't wake up to the beautiful garment, man. Our garment is better than everybody's, man. It's better than all of them, man. Save up the flavor, save up the food. Man, they can't, it's undeniable now, man. I feel like I got the prize. You know, it was just a prelude of the situation. Like, yo, listen, man, you did a good job. You didn't kick his ass. You know what I'm saying? You didn't do no. It was nothing wrong. All right, this is gonna get. Oh, thank you. But it ain't over. It's just endurance. You gotta endure. It's a lot here, bro.
It says, Romans 11 and 7. What then? Israel have not obtained that which he seeketh for, but the election have obtained it, and the rest were blinded.
And Lord's will, we need elect, man. I'm telling you, man, like when I get around the brothers, man, you know, we want to be the ones that the Lord is going to get up out of here. We want to be the elect that get that part again, the last one?
It says, but the election have obtained it, and the rest were blinded.
The elect has attained it, and the rest were blinded, man. You can't see this truth, man. And it's glorious, man, when we will be obtained, man. To be able to have brotherly love, man. Ain't no brotherly love. I mean, these niggas, every time I turn around, I look at the damn news, little 20-second clips, somebody blowing somebody away. With somebody, kids with them, kids ducking. Look at y'all. I know y'all saw that video. I think it happened in the Bronx. The guy was like, I'm surprised the kids didn't get shot up.
Dudes, they don't even care. They don't have no mercy. That's the curses. Evil eye towards the brother. The Lord, He brought us into this truth to what? So that we could honor the brotherhood, respect one another, and be different than these niggas that's in the world.
That's right. And let brotherly love continue, man. And that's important, man. That's important, bro. Very important to this ministry of ours, man. Very important, because right now the fold is coming in. They coming in, man. I seen it was a revolving door one time. A lot of brothers, a lot of enemies not around, but they gonna regret that later, man. I pray every day, Lord, don't take this spirit of Psalms 51. Don't take this spirit from me, man. Like I pray, and I feel like he's been helping. You know, give me a little bit something to deal with, a little arsenal, like my, you know, got my little computer and shit. I'll be able to navigate, and that's what I need, man. I know I needed that. Like I was like running from the people. I want to, and I got it for free. Oh shit. You know, that was spiritual. Lord said, you need this, man. My little bracket, dicky phone, trying to work in and shit. Shit ain't not working. But look, the Lord said, nah, I want you to do this, man. It ain't easy. I ain't gonna make it easy. Yahweh Shah said, what he said? He said, don't take them out of the world. Just let them endure it. How that verse goes. You know what that one is that? He said that don't take them out of the world. I want you to give them the strength to endure it. Don't do stuff like that, Yahweh Shah said. Yeah,
This is John chapter 8, verse 32. And ye shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free.
This is what's making us feel great, man. The truth of your nationality, the truth of your heritage, what you're about to proclaim, everlasting life. Okay? So what the point we got to? Read that again, man. That was glorious, man.
This is John chapter 8 and verse 32. And ye shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free.
And the truth has set us free spiritually, man. We know we're still in captivity physically, But we know that our King is coming to break us out of this place, man. And he's coming with an army. The most glorious army you could ever think of. Enoch said, our Lord come with 10,000 thousands of his chariots. You done, Joshua. Go ahead. That was it, brother.
Isaiah 55, verse 6. Seek ye the Lord while he may be found.
Seek ye the Yahweh, seek ye Yahweh while Yahweh shall, while he may be found. This is where he's at. He's not in your local churches. Okay, he's out on the highways and the byways. The scriptures, you go to church, you don't even read the Bible. You don't read the Bible. You just go there to give your money to the pastor.
Put on your best clothes. That's what they do. They act like it's a ballroom, like a party pretty much.
Yeah.
They playing like a fashion show. They put their best outfits on. They put a whole bunch of makeup on. They just be wicked. That's not serving the Lord. The scriptures say that the Lord, he dwelleth not in temples made with hands.
Right.
The third temple is us right here. Lord willing, we're going to the end.
Right. And he's coming, he's in us. The Lord is Yahweh Shemel, your Jerusalem, the city of peace, is Jerusalem. We Jerusalem. We Jerusalem.
You see him looking, right?
Yeah, we Jerusalem. We the city of peace. It's like that, brother. You know what I'm saying? It's like that, brother.
Call ye upon him while he is near.
He is near now, but he's not going to be, we went over that verse, he's not going to be near. The famine of the word is coming. He's near now, but the famine of the word is coming, man. And you can feel it, man. We need this shit to go. We need, and the other brother always say, I can't wait till YouTube crash or something. I can't wait. I don't want, that's the next stage, man. That's the next stage, bro. That's when you gotta have the briefcase of faith. All what they have is all worthless, man. We're gonna rejoice, like your brother brought out earlier. We're gonna rejoice, and they're gonna be ashamed. Yeah, that was it.
Yeah.
You got something else?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm looking for it.
Okay, go ahead. You got something? Go ahead.
This is Romans chapter 13, verse 11.
Yep.
And that knowing the time,
Oh, I was thinking about that. Yeah.
now it is high time to awake out of sleep.
Awake. Awake. Put on that beautiful garment. Put on that beautiful garment. And read that again, man. I was thinking about that. I was thinking about that verse. Go
This
ahead.
is Romans chapter 13, verse 11. And that knowing the time, that now it is high time to awake out of sleep.
We know what time it is. That's why we out here telling you what time it is. The time of the famine of word is coming. I'm sorry.
Not to cut you off, it's beautiful because it's, Brother brought it out one time, when you look at the definition of high time, it's like a reference, and it says, used to say it is the time to do something that should have been done a long time ago.
And what
so
is that?
hypothetically, your mother said, yo, go clean your room. You're like, all right, I'm gonna do it an hour. But y'all about to leave in 2 hours. So now, it's an hour and 30 minutes later, you should have been cleaned your room. Now she come in there barking. No, you gotta clean this room right now. Meaning, so we've been out here for a long time, and things has been dragging on. It seemed like forever.
Yeah.
But now it's like the scripture's like, yo, there's no more waiting. There's no more dragging your feet about this. Now is the high time to wake out of sleep. It's the high time to accept this truth and come down because the Lord's wrath is about to come. Now, if you brothers been watching, it's like it's a new camp with different faces every other week. New brothers every other week. New prophecy pop up every other week. Back 5-10 years ago, it wasn't like that. So you can start seeing things speeding up in a major way. To where now it's like, yo, all right, stop procrastinating. Now it's high time. You know what I'm saying? Come in the fold.
Come in the fold. The door's about to close. When that door's closed, you're going to be stuck out there with no protection, no cloak for your sins. Because you're not going to say you didn't hear this. Like the brother said, new camps are popping up everywhere. This word, this truth, Yahweh Shemel Shah word is global. We got to proclaim the name. We got to always say, if it say Most High, you got to say Yahweh. You got to say Yahweh right there, man. We got to proclaim the name, man. We got to chant down this place, man.
That's right.
This place is stupid.
That's right.
I'm sorry. So that's something.
It says, now it is high time to awake out of sleep, for now
Wake up! You're sleeping. You're sleeping awake. Wake up, man. You're not awoke to the truth. You're not awoke to the living power that's coming back for his earth. You want to destroy this place, he's going to destroy America. It's over. Go ahead.
It says, for now is our salvation nearer than when we believe.
Near I told you, wake up, because our salvation is near. Now it ain't 20, it ain't 30 years ago, it ain't 100 years ago. It's like probably like 1 more year, 6 more months. Any day now.
It's like one of them prison niggas that's doing life.
Yeah.
They probably been in the drink for 20-something years.
Yeah.
He's like, yo, you can go home. You can go home. And he probably in disbelief, like, nah, I don't really believe it. He dragging his feet. You have to come back and be like, yo, man, it's high time. Get your ass up and go. It's really happening. The Jake Dick is gonna be forever conditioned. This is gonna go on forever.
You gotta get out of here, man. Sorry. That was it? Yeah, brother.
I got John 7, verse 37. In that last day, that great day of the feast, Yahushua stood and cried, saying, if any man thirst, let him come unto me and drink.
If any man thirst, let him come unto me. And how you come in on this living word? The word is living water. It's alive, man. It's life, man. It tells you already read that in Baruch, chapter 4, verse 1. The book is alive, man. And we can testify to that, man, because we still here to tell you about it. Because there's no going back to this world, man. Because after that, after you learn this wonderfulness, what you got to go back to? Yeah, brother.
Verse 38. He that believeth on me, as the scriptures have said.
He that believeth on me, as the scriptures have said. Go ahead.
Out of his belly shall flow rivers of living water.
And that's what's happening right now, man. That's why we can coincide with each other, because we know what the scriptures is telling us to do. It's telling us to bring out precepts. He bring a precept, and then, so we could let the words flow. It's not of us, man. It's not of us, man. It's plenty of, I can say it again, man. Before I came to the truth, I said to myself, I don't think I'm supposed to be here, man. But he ordained us to be here, man. Shit, I don't want to go back to none of that shit, man. I'm terrified of this world, of being in this world again. Like, we know, I mean, brothers, individuals that came in this truth, they not here no more, man. They lives are destroyed, man. They got nothing else. Some is killing their families, killing themselves. Oh, that spirit, this spirit, the Lord take the spirit off you, and you go back, man, you done. Look what happened to trying and trying. The other guy with the tattoos and shit. Shit's crazy, man.
That's the fear of the Lord. That's why the scriptures say in Hebrews 10 and 31, it's a fearful thing to fall into the hand of the Most High. Because the Most High got the power to turn your reality upside down. He could judge you, all right? He could take your finances away, you know, your family, he could take that away. The Lord could take everything from you. Because this is Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushua that gives you everything. So the right thing to do as an Israelite man in this truth is to glorify the Lord. Make your body a living sacrifice in the hopes of what? Salvation.
Salvation. And that means we're going to get out of here. Scooped in those chariots, man, into the fathership. That's what. I'm sorry, go ahead. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead, bro.
John 15, verse 1. I am the true vine.
Yahushua is the true vine. Go ahead, man.
And my Father is the husbandman.
And Yahweh is the husbandman. The Father, you know, Yahweh. Go ahead.
And so like every branch in me that beareth not fruit, he taketh away.
Yeah, if you ain't bearing fruit, you get taken away, man. You out of here, man. You out. So that means you gotta put your videos up, man. That's bearing the fruit, man. You gotta feed the flock, man. You gotta feed the flock, man. The flock is hungry, man. That's why you ain't nothing like the apostles, man. We following suit. You know, the apostles in front, Yahweh Shai is leading the charge. We following suit, man. We following suit. What else did it do with your scrawny life, man? Our Joshua controlling you. So-called white man got your life. He got every which way that you think you good. He already know that shit more better than you. He know how delicious you like your food. He know. Go ahead, brother, man.
And every branch that beareth fruit, he purged it.
He purged it, man. You don't want to bear fruit? You done, man. You out of here, man. Like you supposed to, this is the only way you're gonna get out, man. There's only one way out to the straight gate. And the word straight means task of difficulty. That narrow path, man. Fire on one side, water on the other, man. You ain't going nowhere. You ain't willing to the left. You ain't willing to the right. Because everything is tragic. And it's a small path. Only one person can go at a time. And the man is in front. You don't see his progress. He got his own progress to worry about. You see the back of his head. Like, oh, you better hope and pray that you don't fall off that ledge, or fall into the fire, or the water. You're done. Go ahead, brother.
That it may bring forth more fruit.
So you gotta bring forth more fruit, man. You gotta bring forth more fruit. Your fruit, even if the fruit fall out, you still got, at least the blood is off your hands.
You gave the warning. You gave the warning. You did what you were supposed to do as an Israelite man that's called in the truth. Whether they hear or whether they forbid.
What? Man. And that's good on your hands. If you endure to the end, right? That's good on your hands. Yes, I did it, man. Like, you imagine, you might bring back that fruit that fell out of the baby. You survive, you endure to the end. Maybe your child is dead. You know what I'm saying? There's gonna be a lot of fire, a lot of death is gonna happen here, man. A lot of death. You can see it, you can smell it. This certain individual, he took that floor nightingale, man. He's going nuts, man. He's going nuts. Cause he ain't getting his way, man. Like that stuff is doing stuff to the inside of the zombies.
Changing their DNA. There was a video that came out, and it pretty much takes away the so-called belief in the Most High. You know, the so-called God.
Yeah.
You know, so you're not supposed to take stuff like that. You know, concerning what the brothers talk about that thing.
Okay. Floor nightingale. Maxine water. Go ahead, brother. What was that with you?
Oh, that was it. That was it.
Okay, so that.
This is 2nd Ezra chapter 9 and verse 7. And everyone that shall be saved and shall be able to escape by his works and by faith.
Whoa. By your works, but not by your works alone. Alright? It's by faith. Do you truly believe what you're doing is right? That's you better hope. You better believe in Yahweh Shemel Shah. Your work it goes intertwined with each other. So you can read that again, man. Wow.
2nd Ezra chapter 9 and verse 7. And everyone that shall be saved and shall be able to escape by his works.
But you will be able to escape by your works, but by what? Okay.
And by faith.
And by faith. That's faith, man, because the fear of the Lord is your treasure. So you better fear Yahweh Shemel Shah. He's the only way out, man. Yo, these people walking up and down here like, and they're from the tribe, they're from the nation. Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans. You walking up and down here like you the one. Like you the one that gave your life to yourself. Your work, you ain't got no work. You know, some people be talking mess on the comment board, and you go to their page, they ain't got no work. Do your work. Man, I'm terrified, bro. I fear y'all about Shemel Shah. We fear y'all. That's why we out here, man. You know? Every day we being tested. Okay, bro.
It says, whereby ye have believed.
We believe, man. We believe that this was all these things. And right now, I remember 2007 coming in, right? And all learning this, and you had your like you had the things in the world you was doing. Now you leading up to it, right? You get in here, right? What the fuck? And then all the things that the apostles was talking about. With 2020, people was dropping dead that was talking a hell of shit. Can you imagine if the ones that like Comfort was he was an out open one, right? Just imagine the ones that was on the comment board that you don't see no more on the comment board. When they probably dropped dead too. You know what I'm saying? Like they going. It's crazy, man. Hella talking shit, bro. And the apostle recall always to say that. You gonna be at your keyboard, talking shit, and a fucking hand gonna come out your shit. You know what I'm saying? What? They ain't around no more. And Comfy was a major one. Like he was a major dude. Yeah. He's making it. Yahweh Shemar Shah is making an example of super scoffers.
Yeah, Nate might be next, man.
Yeah.
Every other comment is pray for Nate.
Pray for Nate,
I've been
right?
seeing that a lot. Nate dealing with some type of sickness, and it could be them. See, the Most High word not mocked. You guys are scoffing at GMS. It's not us you're laughing at. And Nate, you should have known that when the so-called comforter died, man. Jermaine Grant. Man, he died of sleazeball with a stain on his name. Tax evader. And he was taking all the damn school's money and living a luxurious life. He died dishonorably.
That's right.
He died as a criminal to Esau society, a felon. And Nate, you scoff and you might be next.
Verse 8. 2nd Ezra 9 and 8. It says, shall be preserved from the said perils, and shall see my salvation in my land.
That's right.
And within my borders, for I have sanctified them for me from the beginning.
Right, so he sanctified. He had called them and made them holy and righteous. It's just the beginning. And a part of being sanctified is waking up to who you are. Because we forgot it. We forgot it. It's something that we forgot as a people. Now that we come back and we found out we are the Israelites of the Bible, it's the truth. It's hard to believe because Israel's in a lower state. We have nothing. We have no assets. We have no riches. You see? But that's a part of the Lord bringing us back. You know? Go ahead. Give me the dry bones.
1 Corinthians 5, verse 5. That in everything ye are enriched by him in all utterance and in all knowledge. This is Corinthians 5. 1 Corinthians 5. 1 Corinthians verse 5. That in everything ye are enriched by him in all utterance and in all knowledge. Verse 6. Even as the testimony of Yahushua was confirmed in you. Verse 7. So that ye come behind in no gift, waiting for the coming of our Lord.
That's right. So he's given us everything. That way we're behind in no thing when it comes to coming into the Lord. That way we know all things and what to prepare for. Whether it be the laws, the faith, the name, which is very important. Because when Israel was being besieged, Israel would join together and pray to the Lord in his name. How could you pray to something you don't know his name? You see? So,
verse 8, who shall also confirm you unto the end, that ye may be blameless in the day of our Lord Yahushua. 1 Corinthians verse 8, who shall also confirm you into the end, that
stop it. comments. Don't read it like when it's a comment, stop.
1 Corinthians, verse 8. Who shall also confirm you unto the end, that ye may be blameless in the day of our Lord Yahushua.
That's right. So who should confirm you in the end? That way you be blameless. The Spirit has to confirm you. You see? But drop that. Yeah, go ahead.
This is Ezekiel chapter 37, verse 1. The hand of the Lord was upon me, and he carried me out in the spirit of the Lord.
Right, so he carried Ezekiel in the spirit. Go ahead.
And set me down in the midst of the valley, which was full of bones.
Yeah, America, right, it's full of bones. Our people, the bonehead Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. Go ahead.
And caused me to pass them round about.
So he's walking through the valley in the dream. And he's looking at all these people. They no longer have the garments on, the border of blue, the phylacteries, what you call it, the fringes. And they got smooth faces. They got bald heads. They're in alleyways worshiping this God and Christmas and Easter. Ezekiel seen it all this, but he compared it to a valley full of bones. Because bones is synonymous with the dead. That is the final process of disintegration. It's bones. Meaning they're fully dissolved, they're gone. Go ahead.
It says, and behold, there were very many in the open valley.
That means they've been dead for a long time. When a body gets to decomposition to the point where there's nothing but bones, that means they've been dead for a long time. Give me Wonder Another Way of Understanding. So remain. You know what's that?
Yeah, Proverbs 29.
Give me Proverbs, hold that, give me Proverbs 29. 29 and what?
19, I believe.
Okay.
Oh, no. Hold on. I got you.
We'll find it really quick. But jump back to
Proverbs 19, I got it. Proverbs 29 and 19.
Right.
This is Proverbs 29,
Speak up a little bit.
Proverbs 29, verse 19. A servant will not be...
That's not it.
It's not it?
No, but jump back to that and see if we can find it, bro.
I got it's 21 and 16.
Read it. Nah, just read it.
This is Proverbs chapter 21, verse 16. The man that wandereth out of the way of understanding shall remain in the congregation of the dead.
That's right. So if you went out of the way of understanding, you remain in the congregation of the dead. Now, if you wander out of the way of understanding a long time ago, that means you've been dead for a minute. And any physical body that's been dead for a while decomposes and turns into dust. And all you have left is bones. So he's saying, damn, these people been dead so long, all I see is bones. That means they lost it a long time ago. Go ahead. And it's going to lead up to where he asked. Go ahead.
It says, and lo, they were very dry.
It was very dry, meaning they've been dead for a very, very long time. Meaning a lack of understanding of who they were. Go ahead.
And he said unto me, Son of man, can these bones live?
So he asked him, can these bones live? You've been dead that long, how could you bring something like that to life? Bones so dry, how could you heal that? Could they live again? See, Lazarus only was dead for 3 days. So that means he just started decompositions period. He just started to decompose. Like he just started to stink. So he still had the flesh and everything. That was Lazarus. But these people where he's seeing, Ezekiel seeing, they've been dead so long, they full of bones. So he said, could these people live? Go ahead.
And I answered, O Yahweh, thou knowest.
He said, only you know what you talk. Only you know the answer to that, Lord. Go ahead.
Again, he said unto me, prophesy upon these bones. And he say unto them, O ye dry bones, hear the word of the Lord.
So look. So now people in the church are taking it physically. They go to the cemetery, the bugged out Christians that is, and they start praying to the stones. Or they pray to the dead. Awake. Come to life. No, this is talking about our people, Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans that got their heritage beat the hell out of them and lost. Now they in fucking Christmas, Easter, Thanksgiving. You got Native Americans that celebrate Thanksgiving. They in all type of philosophies. I mean, you see them. You try to stop them now. They got 1,000,001 nationalities. So go ahead.
Ezekiel 37:5, thus saith the Most High unto these bones, behold, I will cause breath to enter into you, and ye shall live.
All right, so now he's going to give you understanding. Because we know that lack understanding means you're dead. So he's going to give you understanding. He's going to breathe life into you, right?
And I will lay sinews upon you.
So now he's building character. He's building the human. So what did he say? He said build what?
It says, and I will lay sinews upon you.
Sinews is the muscle tissue. To connect. So now these bones, he's connecting the tissues. Go ahead. He's making a person. Go ahead.
And will bring up flesh upon you.
So now after he created the tissues, he's putting flesh. Go ahead.
It says, and cover you with skin.
So now he's putting the pigment on you. The skin. Go ahead.
And put breath in you.
There you go. Go ahead.
And ye shall live.
Make you life. Make you live. Meaning he's going to build you to who you really are, which is an Israelite.
That's right.
A child of Jacob, a seed of Jacob. Go ahead.
And ye shall know that I am Yahweh.
And you should know, more importantly, that I am Yahweh. He's going to give you his name. So now you know who did this. You see? So now the Lord is really building our nation. And you see it, man, every other day, man. Whether it be Kendrick that dropped that album, and he got Kodak Black on there. They say they Hebrews. And it go deeper than that. You can't just put the law on them because they just found out the truth. It take time to gradually, condition yourself to the law. But the Lord is really building back the nation. And these nations are getting scared. What the scripture say? Great fear fell upon them.
This is Revelation chapter 11 and verse 11. It says, and after 3 days and a half, the spirit of life from the Most High entered into them.
So that's the land backing off Ezekiel. About how the Lord is made flesh out of the bones. He put a man together. Put them together, cleaned them up. You know what I'm saying? Beautified him, made him a man. And then gave him his name. Read that one more time.
This is Revelation chapter 11 and verse 11. After 3 days and a half, the spirit of life from the Most High entered into them.
Oh, so he was heavy about that? How long Lazarus was there? 3 days. And what was Israel compared to? Lazarus. So after 3 days and a half, the Lord, read that again.
It says, and after 3 days and a half, the spirit of life from the Most High entered into them.
So it's beautiful how everything is well connected. Because it's no, what's the significance of 3 days and a half? What is the significance of Lazarus being raised the third day? Because Lazarus was raised the third day. Even Yahweh Shah, believe me, was raised the third day. So what's the significance about 3 days and a half? And why did he cry when Lazarus died? Because that was synonymous with Israel. So everything is going back to Israel. So after 3 days and a half, go ahead.
And they stood.
No, after 3 days and a half.
Come. And after 3 days and a half, the spirit of life from the Most High entered into them.
There you go. Meaning they wasn't physically dead, they're spiritually. They knew who they were. And the Lord gave them the knowledge. This is very powerful knowledge, man. To know that they're the lost tribes of Israel. And they just had a meeting, NATO, about the national threat of UFOs. So now
What?
the national threat of UFOs. I watched, it was like an hour and a half video. I watched like 10 minutes. And all you hear Edomites talk about how Navy or Air Force men describe certain things that the chariots did. And they marveled. They said they would go in and out of our radar. They would scramble our systems. They said, nah, we thought it was the Russian technology. They said, hell no. See, so we waking up at the same time the chariots started to reveal themselves. At the same time, the Pentagon declassified that information. So now who's the lunatic that say UFOs don't exist? You see? So the Lord gave us this life. Go ahead.
It says, spirit of life from the Most High entered into them,
Yep.
and they stood upon their feet.
And they stood on their feet. Go ahead.
And great fear fell upon them which saw them.
They in great fear, man. Because what we doing is not no light thing. We know the power, the validity of the Bible. I mean, the president swear on it. Every election, they swear on the Bible. Now you got Negroes, Latinos, and Native American men standing on every major street corner proclaiming the downfall through this book.
That's right.
They can't get no more powerful than that. We supposed to be niggas in spits. And here we are reading the Bible and telling the downfall of America. It can't, man, when I was in the world, I knew that the Bible was, it's God's book. I wasn't thinking nothing about the Bible, man. As far as I was concerned, the first time I picked up the Bible, it had dust on it. But see, that was the Lord breathing that life into you, man. It was that process. You had to stumble upon the YouTube video. Oh man, they cursing Esau out. They cursing the white man out. That caught your eye. You said, oh shit, he telling the truth. Slavery did happen. Deuteronomy 28, 68. You pulling scriptures like that, it's like, hold up, that happened to us. That was the putting the sinews, that's the putting the skin on you. Yahweh, the say the name of the Lord. That was him bringing us to life. Like, oh shit, we are the people of Israel. It's not them goddamn gutter rats that suck the foreskin off a baby's penis. It ain't them. It ain't them that suffer from lack of childbirth. They have to use IVF, in vitro fertility just to give birth. It's not them. It's us.
This is Jeremiah chapter 3 and verse 15. And I will give you pastors according to my heart, which shall feed you with knowledge and understanding.
Yeah, and that's the apostles of GMS, our leaders. That stood firm, man. They did a pension plan in this truth. A lot of guys work in the company 30-some years, they expecting a pension. They expecting to retire. Our elders are still out here pushing this word like young men. Even though they're in their graves, they're great. But the Lord set them up to teach us and give us proper understanding. You see? And they ain't hold back nothing. They don't charge us. They ain't charging the videos like this nigga Nate. $5.99 or whatever he charged for breakdowns. And then it should be wrong anyway. Just for free. Yeah. How you gonna pay for wrong information? Talking about it's June, they ain't no microchip. But you can clearly Google search people getting implanted with RFID technology. No, you had something.
This is Ephesians 6, verse 18.
Ephesians.
praying always with all prayer and supplication in the Spirit, and watching thereunto with all perseverance and supplication for all saints.
That's right.
Verse 19. And for me, that utterance may be given unto me, that I may open my mouth boldly to make known the mystery of the gospel.
That's right. So he's going to open his mouth to make mystery the gospel, which is an open mystery. You know, a lot. It's like we said, we could break this down a million times. It's a mystery to Israel because Israel was blind. Blindness in part happened to Israel, man. Israel can't get this truth. They literally can't get it. It could be 1,000 people here. It might just be one person that understands what we're saying. The rest of everybody else will be like, "Not crazy."
Philippians 1 and 11. Being filled with the fruit of righteousness, which are by Yahushua Mashiach unto the glory and praise of Yahweh. Verse 12, but I would ye should understand, brethren, that the things which happen unto me have fallen out rather unto the furtherance of the gospel.
That's right. All right, go back to that.
It's Ezekiel chapter 37 and verse 7. So I prophesied as I was commanded, and as I prophesied, there was a noise, and behold, a shaking.
Yeah.
And the bones came together, bone to his bone. And when I beheld, lo, the sinews and the flesh came up upon them.
Right. So I'm looking at it like, you know, like a movie, like, you know, the bones start rattling up and they're coming together. Yeah, painting that visual. But like I said, it's not actually talking about bones. Well, it's gonna get into it. Matter of fact, why am I jumping the gun? I'm spoiling this the script. Go ahead.
It says,
One second.
Ezekiel 37 and 7. It says, so I prophesied as I was commanded, and as I prophesied, there was a noise, and behold, a shaking, and the bones came together, bone to his bone. And when I beheld, lo, the sinews and the flesh came up upon them, and the skin covered them above, but there was no breath in them. Then said he unto me, prophesy unto the wind, prophesy, son of man, and say to the wind, thus saith the Most High, come from the four winds, O breath, and the breath upon these slain, that they may live.
That's right.
So I prophesied as he commanded me, and the breath came into them, and they lived.
That's right.
And stood up upon their feet an exceeding great army.
That's right.
Then he said unto me, son of man, these bones are the whole house of Israel.
That's right, man. So he's telling you the bones of the whole house of Israel. Go ahead.
Behold, they say our bones are dry, and our hope is lost.
Yeah, meaning like, yo, man, we have no hope. Israel hopeless. Israel not going to stay hopeless. We cannot ask him to us. Go ahead.
We are cut off from our parts.
Yeah. Our land, our heritage. We have nothing. Go to your nearest projects and roam the project building and see if Israel is living a lavish life. Israel screwed up, man. Israel got all type of trauma. Their best friends are locked up doing life. You know, they strapped by bills, child support, wicked ass baby moms. Or it might vice versa. Woman might have been good to her husband, the man left her. With all type of kids, just left her. So our people just real hopeless right now. Our people suffering, getting gunned down in supermarkets by a damn devil. Yeah, you know, that's our people, go ahead.
Therefore prophesy and say unto them,
Yeah.
Thus saith the Most High,
Yep.
Behold, O my people, I will open your graves
That's right. Right?
and cause you to come up out of your graves,
That's right.
and will bring you into the land of Israel.
That's right. This dead state, man, this low state that we're in. The Lord is He's gonna bring us from this dead state and save us from our enemies. You, Esau, so-called white man, you are our enemy. And our people need to understand that. Our people need to look at Esau how you look at another black man, so quote unquote. Yo, you got your eye on him. Ever since that school shooting, I've been looking at Esau like that. And that shit made me really look at him like that. Make him feel uncomfortable, like you do us. They can't go in no grocery store without feeling uncomfortable. You need to start making Esau feel uncomfortable. Cause them crackers might pull out a gun and blast somebody.
That's right.
These dumb Negro, these dumb Negro bastards, they don't think that, man.
They don't.
You know? These dickheads don't think that. They think Esau is some righteous man. You know? And Esau brainwashed these stupid ass so-called Negroes into believing that madness. You got scripture? It says war was in the heart. Esau brainwashed these dumb Negroes into believing that foolishness. Psalm 55th chapter, 21st verse.
This is Psalm chapter 55, verse 21. It says, the words of his mouth were smoother than butter.
Right, because the words of these devils' mouths are smoother than butter. Because you know butter is smooth and soft. So a person is speaking smooth unto you, is speaking in a manner to entice you. It's like if a man approaches a woman. He's speaking to her in a smooth manner in an attempt to entice her to get her to do what he wanted to do.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? It's like even in the so-called pimp world. You got a pimp, but then you got a gorilla pimp. A gorilla pimp is the one that stack a bitch up and beat her up to get her to do what he wants because she won't listen. Actual pimp is the one that just uses words. Smooth talk. So when it says the words of his mouth were smooth as butter, I mean Esau's words, our enemies speak words that were smooth, non-threatening words, words that was meant to entice you, words that were meant to allure you into doing what they want you to do. Go ahead.
It says, but war was in his heart.
But war was in his heart. War is in the minds of these devils. Like remember they was talking about the whole Donald Trump saying, oh, I want to build a wall. Remember they were saying that, building a wall? The real reason why they wanted to build a wall, it wasn't because, oh, the so-called immigrants are taking our jobs. First of all, I don't know how the hell you would call Mexican immigrants when they was in this country before you fucking bastards, devils. They'll go and say, oh, you know, we want to build a wall. They say, oh, well, we want to go and we want to build a wall, right? Now, wait a minute. The real reason why they want to build a wall wasn't because of, they want to keep the so-called Mexican immigrants out. That's called subterfuge. Type in the word subterfuge. Alright? Type in that word subterfuge.
Subterfuge. Deceit used in order to achieve one's goal.
There you go. Subterfuge is using deceit in order to achieve one's goal. That's what subterfuge is. So they'll deceive you into thinking they want to build a wall to keep the so-called Mexicans out and stop them from taking their jobs, American citizens' jobs after all. And they can convince the American populace that they want to build a wall to keep them from doing their jobs that the Americans support. If they can convince the American people that they want to build a wall to stop them from committing crimes, and guess what? That the American support. But that's using deceit in order to achieve one's goal. Deceive them so they will support you building a wall so that your goal could be achieved. What is the real goal? not to build the wall for those reasons, but to build the wall to keep the Mexicans out, because based upon statistics, Latinos reproduce more than whites. Get their support to build the wall, and then that the wall is built, yeah, they don't know the real reason why they wanted to build the wall, to stop from having more babies in us. That's the real reason. See how these fucking cocksuckers, that's the devil's work? That's the reason why. Type in birthright citizenship amendment. See what amendment that is. Birthright citizenship amendment. You gotta watch these devils. No?
Alright, so it says birthright citizenship in the United States. Wikipedia.
Is it a certain amendment?
Oh, 14th Amendment.
There you go. I had a feeling with that. Go ahead.
Alright, so it says, since the adoption of the 14th Amendment to the Constitution on July 9th, 1868, citizenship of persons born in the United States has been controlled by the citizenship clause, which states all persons born or naturalized in the United States is subject to the jurisdiction thereof, all citizens of the United States.
See? So that's the birthright citizenship that enacted June 9th, 1868, over 100 years ago. Over 150 years ago. The peep game, they was talking about in the birthright citizenship years ago. Why? Because if the so-called Mexicans hop over the border and have a baby, and that baby will be an American citizen, which will add to the Latino population. That's what they was talking about internet years ago, man. You see how these goddamn devils work? These damn devils are very slick, man. They're very slick, very surreptitious. They do things in the secret of many. Everything these devils do is always to promote a wider agenda. Go ahead, you read it, Bible.
It says, the war was in his heart, his words were softer than oil, yet were they drawn swords.
See, his words were softer than oil, like a soft oil. Not really a strong scent smell. It's soft. The words were softer than oil, yet they drew swords. There were violence behind his words. That's these damn devils, man. That's how these damn devils operate. You can't trust them. Like now they talking about, oh, type in, what did that scripture says, thou art wiser than Daniel? And I want you to go on Google, I want you to type in, cloning, cloning, type in cloning New York Post. First scripture, thou art wiser than Daniel.
It's Ezekiel 28 and verse 3. Behold, thou art wiser than Daniel. There is no secret that they can hide from thee.
Okay, type in cloning, fertility dream. Cloning infertility dream. Do that again, bro.
It's Ezekiel chapter 28 and verse 3. Behold, thou art wiser than Daniel.
Yeah, these devils are wiser than Daniel. They didn't know the tricks and the dreams that Esau had in his sleep. Right?
There is no secret that they can hide from thee.
Now read that scripture. Cloning infertility. Click on that New York. Cloning infertility.
Says the New York Times. For some infertility experts, human cloning is a dream.
Oh, I put this damn garbage.
For some infertility experts, human cloning is a dream.
What date is that?
1992, June 7th, 1997.
19 what?
1997.
And what people did with that from?
From the New York Times.
Man.
Says Dr. Mark Shaw, an infertility expert at Columbia Presbyterian Medical Center in New York, which we are at.
Or are we?
Or are we? Question. Dreams of offering his patients a type of cloning someday. He would like to take a human embryo at the stage when it is 2 or 3 years old, 2 to 3 days old, embryo.
Go ahead.
right? 2 to 3 days old. It has only about 8 cells, and use these cells to grow identical embryos where once there was only one.
See that? Go ahead.
He would implant some of a woman's embryos in her uterus immediately and freeze any extra one for future attempts at pregnancy. The woman might end up with identical twins, triplets, or even quadruplets, possibly born years apart. But given the difficulty of obtaining and fertilizing eggs in the laboratory, the alternative might be no babies at all. Dr. Shaw's dream is only one of many in the brave new world of reproductive technology.
Look at that word, brave new world. What we going to the last week? Brave new world. That's good right there. Most of that's good. That's pretty good. Now, wait a minute. Why do they want to clone? I got something. www.from.time.com. The article is called "More White People Are Dying Than Are Being Born in 17 States." I ain't even got to go into that. 2017. 16, I mean. 2013. WashingtonPost.com. White deaths outnumber births for the first time. Global News, 2018. Why white Americans are dying faster than they are being born. So we see statistics are showing that they're dying more than they're being born.
That's right.
So why would they want to clone? Is it to help us? No, who's to help? To help them. It's to help them, man. See how these devils are? They're crafty demons, brother. That's how these devils are. It's all to maintain white genetic survival, man. That's how these devils operate. Oh yeah, you're gonna just clone people. You can walk around and have a clone. Yeah, I got a clone. Like, dude, it's not for you, it's for them. Like, I see these videos and then you got these jakes making videos, I am white people. You about to become a minority now. You ever seen them kind of videos? I'm like, you damn stupid ass nigga. You think that these damn devils gonna just let that happen? He sort of fought too hard, killed too many, enslaved too many, murdered too many, stole too much. Then they turn around and and just say, all right, y'all got the planet Earth now. We had our time. Bye, guys. It's not gonna happen, dude. Esau ain't letting that rock. It ain't going down like that, brothers. Esau's not letting that go down. It's all to maintain white genetic survival, brother. That's it.
Genesis chapter 27 and verse 41. And Esau hated Jacob because of the blessing wherewith his father blessed him. Mm-hmm. And Esau said in his heart, the days of mourning for my father are at hand, then will I slay my brother Jacob.
Go ahead. That's it. Yeah, then will I slay my brother Jacob. So Esau already had war in his heart. Esau already had war in his heart back then. He despised Jacob for their blessing. He said, I'm going to slay my brother Jacob. That's what he said. Another thing they do, these damn devils. You ever notice how they got this big thing about, oh look, I'm a white person and I'm adopting a black baby. Look, you see that a lot? White celebrities with black babies. Oh look, I'm white and I got a black baby. You know the real reason why they're pushing that? Now, like I said before, a while ago, I just saw a commercial. And the commercial was, I was going to the bathroom and I saw the television was a white kid, a little black boy and a white woman walking through the forest. And I heard the little black boy say, my new mom and I, and that's the automatic name to turn around. And when I watched the commercial, it was from adoptuskids.org. Why are you going to show a white woman adopting a black baby? Unless you want to promote that. And then upon my research, the Spirit had me find something called the Health Revitalizer. Called damn. It came out in 1995. Bear me 1 second. Bear me 1 second.
What's it called?
Research there, bro. I gotta find it there, bro.
This is Obadiah 1 verse 10. For thy violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee, and thou shalt be cut off forever. Yeah, this is going into what? First and foremost, all right, you Edomites, y'all burnt the temples down.
Placement. Yeah.
Y'all burnt the temples down because this was going into what? The Babylonians, they came and besieged Jerusalem. But when you read in the Apocrypha, it's actually you Edomites that burnt the temple. All right, and then look at from your forefather Esau all the way up until right now. You got to pay for all of your crimes. All right, your rape, rob, and murder, all the atrocities that you committed against the so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native American Indians.
Yeah. It's called the Multi-Ethnic Placement Act. And basically what the Multi-Ethnic Placement Act is, when you don't take account race and ethnicity in regards to adopting a child. So now children are liable to be adopted by anybody. But wait a minute, you might say, well, what the hell that matter, brother? I don't really understand where you're going at. Guess what? Check this out. Right? Watch this. Here's the article right here. It says, in 2020, hold on. It says black children continue to be disproportionately represented in foster care. It's more Jakes in foster care than white people. Think about that. Why do you think that is? For the same reason a black child or Latino child would be taken away from their family, a white child would be allowed to stay. So if you take more so-called black Latino children out of their families, away from their families and put them in foster care, and then you pass it before the Multi-Ethnic Placement Act, guess what? They're going to be adopted by anybody. Now mind you, the Multi-Ethnic Placement Act was passed, look at that real quick, we'll give you more time. The Multi-Ethnic Placement Act was passed, it was enacted in 94, and passed in 96, right? Now there was a movie that came out about that the year before. Can anybody remember that movie called? It was enacted in 94. A movie came out about white people adopting a black child in 95. And then 96 was enacted. You know what movie that was called? Isaiah. Remember that movie Losing Isaiah? Remember that movie? It was Losing Isaiah. Halle Berry's movie had a little black boy. It was the boy that played 50 Cent in that movie. The 50 Cent was that time movie. He was a little boy at the time. In that movie, Halle Berry had. Oh yeah? See that? Check that out. Halle Berry had that baby, right? She had that baby, and she left the baby like in an alleyway in a dumpster. Garbage men found it the next day, put the baby in foster care, and eventually the baby was adopted by a white family. Halle Berry was from Cabrini Green Project, the worst project in the country. That project was a living fucking hellhole, man. It's out there in Chicago. That was the worst project in the United States, man. That and the Robert Taylor home in Chicago probably was the second worst. But anyway, black woman, white woman. Black woman in the ghetto, white woman in some suburbs. Black woman in poverty, white woman in opulence. Showing you the positives with the whites and the negatives with blacks. And they adopted, and the child was adopted by a white family. And then the next year they passed the law, passed it. That was all the setup. Hollywood has always used that, brothers. They've always used that. When they released Birth of the Nation in 1921, was that when Birth of the Nation was basically going into Esau trying to take back the South. And when you watch that movie, they depicted black people in a derogatory manner. They had black men that was part of, I believe, the South Carolina state legislature. But you had black men that was members of Congress in the 1800s. You don't know that. There were members of Congress, there were sheriffs. A lot of people don't know that, brothers. They don't know that. But they would show them in a congressional meeting or whatever, with their feet on the table. They show them drunk, show them acting all stupid, to basically portray us in a derogatory manner. Esau always used Hollywood for that, brother. They always use Hollywood for that. Hollywood has always been a brainwashing mechanism.
This is Deuteronomy 28 and 32.
This might get Genesis 3rd chapter, brother. 3 and 1. Genesis 3 and 1.
Deuteronomy 28 and 32. Thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people. And thy eyes shall look and fail with longing for them all the day long.
Thy sons and thy daughters shall be given to another people. And thy eyes shall fail for what?
It says, thy eyes shall fail with longing for them all the day long, and there shall be no might in thy hand.
Was longing for them all the day long, and there shall be no might in thy hand, meaning no power to get them back. Right? This man is truly the devil, brothers. This man is truly the devil.
Genesis 3 verse 1. Now the serpent was more subtle than any beast of the field which...
More subtle. He was more cunning, more crafty, more skillfully deceitful. Go ahead.
which the Lord our power had made, and he said unto the woman,
more crafty than any beast of the field, meaning any other nation in the world that the Most High made. Go ahead.
ye have power, said, ye shall not eat of every tree of the garden.
That's the point. The serpent. The serpent is not talking about an actual snake. It's talking about a man that spake like a serpent. Because the serpent has what? A two-pronged tongue. If someone is saying one thing but they mean another, well, you a snake, man. You acting like this, but you really like that. You call him a snake. Say one thing, mean another. That's why Gad called say Esau spoke with a forked tongue. So this serpent, not an actual snake, it was a man that spake like a snake. Spake like it had a two-pronged tongue. Because he said one thing and he meant another. He spake with deceit. He always spake with an ulterior motive. He always had an ulterior motive, man. These devils always had an ulterior motive. They made a movie. Now, they had something called the Hayes Law. Give me 1 second. Type it real quick. Let's see real quick. Hayes Law. Okay. The Hayes Code. Now, in the Hayes Code, in 1934, you had something called the Hayes Code. Give me 1 second. See if I can get the year. He has something called the Hayes Code. That was a motion picture production code of the year 1930. And in the Hayes Code, there were different things they didn't want to show movies. And you look at that list, so many things. One thing they had that they didn't want was miscegenation. Anybody know what that is? Miscegenation is so-called breeding of other races. Whites with blacks, whites with this, whites with that. That's what miscegenation is. And one of the things in the Hayes Code of 1930, you had like nudity and lustful kissing and miscegenation. These are some of the many things they didn't want to have in movies. But what they did at that time, when they did show black people, black men, let's say with a white woman in a movie, what they would do is they would always have an underlying theme. For example, they made a movie back, I believe, in the 50s, right? Oh, one potato, two potato. And basically in the movie, it was a white woman in a relationship with a black man. But here's the catch. The white woman was divorced. If she's divorced, what does that automatically imply? She was divorced. What else? She was once married, right? But if she's divorced, obviously to a white man, what does that imply right there? One, she's divorced, so she's ostracized from the white community. But ostracized means like forbidden, cast out. But also, she was once married, that means she had to have had what? What else? She had a husband, what that mean she was doing? Having sex. Which means what? She wasn't a virgin. So the black man was with this white chick who was divorced, ostracized from the white community. Was married, had a child, which means she wasn't a virgin. Therefore, that's the defect. She's with a white woman, but look, here's the defect behind it. Or they'll make a movie, they'll make the show Scandal. What's that bitch name? Whatever the fuck her name is. What's her name? Wilson is a singer. Kerry Washington. She is in a relationship with the president, who was a white man.
Right.
But the president, he had a white wife. Something like that. She was with the president, but guess what? they had to be with each other in secret. They couldn't really have the relationship that they wanted to have. And the defect was what? That he was married. That's why they pushed the idea saying, oh, when black men get white women, it was with fat black white women. No, that's the defect. See that? See that? That's the defect. They're implying that that's the kind of they get. So Esau always push shit with an underlying tone, man. It always got something. They always using motion pictures. They always use the film to push it. You gotta watch these devils. They always using something to push it, man. And I'm like, I've been seeing black guys and white women. They don't be all fat. They be regular fucking skinny white bitches. You know what I'm saying? But that's the defect. Y'all give it them to be fat though. No, they don't. They be like regular fucking skinny, like regular fucking white bitches. What are you talking about? But see, that's the promotion. Esau always doing that shit. You gotta watch these devils, brothers. You can't trust these fucking albino apes.
It's in 2 Corinthians chapter 11 and verse 3. I fear.
Man, it's for that, man. Maybe tonight or tomorrow, I'm going to watch Planet of the Apes, part 1 and 2, man.
We're just having a conversation about that last week. It's spiritual.
Yeah. Yeah, bro.
You know,
yeah, go ahead.
If you know anything about Planet of the Apes, Cornelius hated them goddamn were humanoids. Humanoids are the Edomites that was in the cave.
I was talking about the original one.
Oh, I'm talking about the cartoon one. The cartoon one, the humanoids. And his whole mission was, he tried to start a war with them, he tried to eradicate them. And the humanoids are the Edomites that be in them caves. Showing you that it was the comparison with Israel. He tried to wipe them out.
Are you saying that? You see what the original one? What they have at the last, then they have that, they were worshiping the missile.
Yeah. That was part 2, yeah. Because part 1 and part 2, Planet of the Apes is the best one to me. Part 1 and part 2. Go ahead, bro.
This is 2 Corinthians 11 and verse 3. But I fear, at least by any means, as the serpent beguiled Eve through his subtlety.
Beguiled Eve! Through her subtlety, man. Okay?
So your mind should be corrupted from the simplicity that is in Hamashiach.
So don't be corrupted by simplicity the same way Eve was. Because these devils always got an agenda, brothers. They always got an agenda. You gotta watch these bastards. You always gotta watch them. They can't be trusted. That's it.
You know what? Yeah, Psalms 141, verse 9. Keep me from the snares which they have laid for me, and the gins of the workers of iniquity. Let the wicked fall in their own nets, which that I withal escape. Yeah, man. So, you know, the only thing that Esau said for us, man, is going to fall upon his own head. Whether it be to demonize us, it's going to work in our favor, man. Or whether this whole abortion thing, Roe versus Wade, it's really to kill them. That trap is falling on their own head. Yeah. The whole abortion clinics. Yeah. The whole opioid crisis. Yeah. With this whole drug regulation now. They have Narcan, they training cops how to deal with an opioid victim.
Like, remember they made that show Beyond Scared Straight? That show, it was Beyond Scared Straight. That's one of the black Latino kids on the show, for the most part. Yeah. But guess what? They had something called, what was it called? From the tip of my tongue, I used to bring this out all the time years ago. It was called, damn, man. Wait 1 second. Damn, man. It was called, it had something to do with, what's that shit called, man? Damn, man.
It's in Psalm chapter 83 and verse 3. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people and consulted against thy hidden ones.
Right.
That's going into what? These Edomites and the other nations. They got crafty ways to what? To try and exterminate the so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. But when you read Malachi 3 and 6, you can't do that. Right? Because the Lord hath left unto himself a very small remnant, the elect. So even though they got all these different things, you know, the GMOs, they're poisoning the air, they're poisoning the water, they're turn on women into feminists, all these depopulation agendas, all right, you still got the elect that's going to serve Yahweh while Yahweh shine. And also they got them school systems. It says they have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation. That's where all these bywords come from. Black, Hispanic, Native American Indian, all right? They have that divide and conquer against our people. It says that the name of Israel, right, Yasharallah, he is a prince of the Most High, or son of Yahweh, right, may be no more in remembrance. So this is what they do. Like the brothers going into, they got all these different agendas to what? Take us away from Yahweh and Yahweh Shai and our true identity, which is what? Being the Israelites, who the laws, statutes, and commandments was given unto. We're not supposed to be like the other nations. We're not supposed to trust in the so-called white man and the heathen. We're supposed to have faith on Yahweh and Yahweh Shai.
I got something. This is the book of Sirach, chapter 12, verse 10. Never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness.
Yeah, the enemy is going into who? It's the so-called white man, Esau, Edom. When you read Psalms, the 83rd chapter, what's the first heathen nation they named? Esau, all right? And then you got Ishmael. But first and foremost, Esau, he's mad at us because he can't get his birthright back.
Look at Joe Biden when he signed that crime bill years ago. That's compared to polished iron, because Joe Biden did that wicked thing that had a lot of chicks locked up for small crimes, petty crimes like weed. They do 20 years for him. Now he the president, and he ain't fixed nothing. And now he what? Gas prices shooting up. That's a part of that iron being rusted. Cause he's the devil then, he's the devil now.
Iron is bound to rust. So what is that really going into? His characteristics, that ancient hatred going back to Esau.
Verse 11, though he humbled himself,
he tried to come with a solution to help you out. He's trying to what?
and go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him.
Because look at his track record, all right? He's showing through his actions that he hate our people, all right? The so-called white man, he will always hate you so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. Why? Because that's in the Bible, going back to Jacob and Esau. The so-called white man, Esau Edom, he's mad that he can't get his birthright back. He's been rejected. When you read Hebrews, the 12th chapter.
Yeah, they had something called hashtag Save Ukraine, where they kept getting brought out that Joe Biden's son is making deals with Ukrainian with chemical warfare against Russians.
Now I remember, I got it now. It's called the Violence Initiative. That's what it's called, the Violence Initiative of 1992. And basically these fucking cocksuckers, some guy named his name Dr. Goodwin. Basically what it was that they wanted to they linked genetic factors to crime. They tried to associate genes with criminality. Basically saying that black people were naturally violent based on our genetics. And what they did with the violence initiative they tried to do was by linking crime, by linking genes to crime, what the goal was to basically inject young children, black Latino children at the 5 with psychiatric drugs to prevent them from becoming criminals when they got older. That was the goal. To inject them with drugs as young as 5 years old, so that would prevent them from becoming juveniles when they got older. That's why when they made that show Scared Straight, Beyond Scared Straight, they showed a predominant amount of black and Latino children to inject in the minds of the American populace. See, look, they're violent. So now they actually would go forth with that. People will accept it. Well, you know the Super Bowl Beyond Scared Straight. You see that's how dumb these niggas is. You know, they want all black people walking around like this, zombies. That's their point. But these stupid, dumb fucking niggas don't know. They're dumb. It's like you hear niggas say, see, man, look. The father's not in the household, man. They gotta be there. The father's not in the household. They're abandoning the kids. Like I was saying last week before. Saying that the man is abandoning the kids, you basically saying whenever a black man and a black woman have a child, the father's always the one that ends the relationship. The mother never dumps the child's father. Ever? Yeah, bro.
Psalms 83, verse 2. For lo,
It's gotta go down, man. Yeah, bro.
For lo, the enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head. They
The enemy make the tumult. A tumult is noise of war. And they that hate thee have lifted up their head at thee. Lift up their head in pride. Go ahead.
They have taken crafty counsel against thy people.
It's like motherfucking dude. That's what the Most High got to destroy this place. Fucking faggot walking past with a brawl, man. They have taken crafty counsel. Go ahead.
And consult against thy hidden ones.
Go ahead.
They have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation,
Go ahead.
that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance.
What's that?
This is Psalms 83.
That the name of Israel be no more remembered. Not that the word Israel no longer exists, but that the people no longer exist. Right? That's the goal, man. That's what they got the whole, when they passed Roe versus Wade in 1973, saying that the right to have an abortion is protected by the Constitution. Don't you know these fucking black women turn into a bunch of genocidal maniacs? They have more abortions in the past 49 years than they have more black children died by abortion within the past 1970s to now. They was giving birth to, man. Yeah, bro.
Verse 5. For they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee.
Yeah, so we got a confederate. We got a confederate. That's what that was heard.
Verse 6. The tabernacles of Edom and the Ashmelites of Moab and the Hagarenes. Verse 7. Jabal and Ammon.
That's good right there. The first one they mentioned was Esau. Why is that? Because Esau is our number one enemy. You know? Esau's our number one enemy, man. He's like Brainiac to our Superman. You know? That's what Esau is.
That's when you said that he was using these injections. He was actually doing the reverse. Because if you would have left us alone, they would have never found nothing wrong with us.
Yeah. That's what Esau does. Esau uses so-called science to try to find stuff that ain't there. If you're gonna link James to crime, you're gonna sink Esau. Look at your history, man.
Right.
No one has been more evil than you fucking practice.
Right. Right.
No one has been more evil than you.
Right.
Y'all have what it is y'all have because of y'all wickedness.
Right.
You know? Yeah.
Confederate. A person one works with, especially in something secret or illegal, and accomplice.
So they're confederate against what they're working together. They're accomplices against themselves. You can't trust the other nation. And especially Esau. Matter of fact, you can't trust Jacob. Don't think it's a nigga of fucking, this nigga's as wicked as hell, man. Sorry. You don't trust none of these fucking animals. Have you seen these fucking animals, man? Have you seen these black animals, these beasts, these savages in the hood, man? You can't even walk in the corner store without one of these damn niggas standing outside the corner store and staring you down, man. You get among these niggas, you gotta get ready. You gotta be on go at all times, man. You gotta be on go at all times, man. You on the front of my business, you got some little fucking misfit, little peon, what you banging. What do you mean what you banging? That's what the little nigga say. Little nigga, I'll beat you into a fucking corner. One hit, man. And these fucking bitches too, man. You gotta watch these bitches. These bitches can't be trusted. But she a girl, brother. That's what a simple dude would say. You don't trust them, but you trust the bitches even less. I was in the internet, I took up some video. There's some black bitch rapping, and she's rapping about shooting people and shit. I said, I don't want to hear a bitch rap, man. I can't listen to bitches rap. That should be, you don't do anything with music, sing or some shit. That's not an issue. Hip rapping is a masculine thing, man. A masculine feel. Go fucking sing, bitch. Hey.
This is Jeremiah chapter 9 and verse 4. And take heed every one of his neighbor, and trust ye not in any brother.
See, take heed everyone his neighbor. You gotta pay attention. You gotta be observant. You gotta be vigilant. meaning of where. It said, what about the brother?
It says, and trust ye not in any brother.
Don't trust ye in any brother. You just don't go around trusting nobody. You don't go around trusting nobody. Go ahead, bro.
It says, for every brother will utterly supplant, and every neighbor will walk with slanders.
See, every brother will utterly supplant. You gotta watch that. Read that again. Every brother what?
It says, for every brother will utterly supplant,
Sirach 8:16.
and every neighbor will walk with slanders.
You got brothers in on your phone looking up scriptures, don't touch it. Read.
And they will deceive every one of his neighbor and will not speak the truth.
They're gonna deceive everyone his neighbor and will not speak the truth, man. Okay?
And they have taught their tongue to speak lies and weary themselves to commit iniquity.
There you go. They weary themselves to commit iniquity. Now when you weary, you're tired. When you weary yourself and when you're tired, you're exerting yourself, you're exerting a lot of force. So they weary themselves to commit iniquity, meaning they go to extreme levels to be wicked. You can't go on a train without a nigga trying to start something. You're in a train minding business and a bunch of black fucking niggas, a bunch of animals, black animals, they come to the train car looking around. You know, doing that nigga strut, looking at shit. They staring at you because they hope you stare at them. So they got a reason to attack you. That's why these niggas need to be put to death, man. These fucking black animals, man. They ain't the fuck be put to death, man. You can't even go to the corner store without these fucking savages wanting to fuck with you, man. These little fucking monsters, man. You can't go get nothing to eat.
Change your song.
You can't even do nothing. Who that nigga? Who that? You know what I'm saying? Who that walked through my block, son? No, 816. That's how these niggas are, man.
This is Ecclesiasticus, also known as the Rock. Chapter 8, verse 16. Strive not with an angry man, and go not with...
Go, read up a verse. Read that verse.
Go up a verse? Chapter 8, Sirach, chapter 8 and 15. Travel not by the way with a bold fellow.
Don't go nowhere with a bold fellow, man. A brave, courageous dude. Why, man?
Lest he become...
But somebody, person that's bold, that's always getting into something. Right?
Lest he become grievous unto thee.
Lest he become grievous unto you. Because if you go somewhere with a bold dude, he want to stare at everybody that walk down the street. What's poppin', nigga? What's jacking? Cuz. You know? Throw up gang signs, waving around bandanas. That dude that always got to get into trouble, get into mischief. You gotta watch a nigga like that, man.
For he will do according to his own will.
He could be a burden unto you, man. He could be a hassle. Because he gonna do his own will. He gonna do what he wanna do, man.
And thou shalt perish with him through his folly.
You're gonna die with him because of his folly. You go somewhere with one of your friends, a dick you grew up in the world, and you don't listen to eat with this guy. But you know this guy's a hot-headed Negro. You'll go around, start something with somebody, do to start shooting, and you and him both die. Right?
Verse 16. Strive not with an angry man, and go not.
You gotta get right.
Strive not with an angry man, and go not with him into a solitary place.
Strive not with an angry man, and don't go with him into a solitary place. An angry man, a real aggressive dude. Don't strive with him, don't fight with him, don't contend with him, and don't go with him into a solitary place. Why? What does it mean, solitary place? Don't go with him in a solitary place. The game solitaire is a game you play with how many people? One player. So if it says don't go with him in a solitary place, what does that mean? Don't go nowhere by yourself. Right?
For blood is as nothing in his sight.
For blood is as nothing in his sight. The worst time to nigga. Blood is as nothing in his sight. He ain't got no problem killing you, stabbing you up. I don't go, see, growing up, I didn't go to nobody's house that I ain't know. Real talk. only been, when I say nobody else I ain't know, I mean nobody that I didn't know for years. I only was the one person I was my whole entire life. I was the one person I was my whole entire life that I didn't know for years. And my friend was cool. One of my friends that grew up was cool with them. Other than that, I never been nobody at the crib that I didn't know for years. Nobody. I went to in high school, from junior high school, I went to one Drake crib like twice. Another Drake crib twice. In high school, I went to two Drake's crib I knew, like literally on tour cake, like just 2 times. Prior to that, all the people I went to growing up, all Drakes that I grew up with. Like when I say grew up, I mean like Drakes knew from 92, 95, 97, 98, 2002. You know what I'm saying? Drakes knew back as young as 5th grade. Not none of these fucking animals in the hood. Cause you don't know them niggas. Nigga try to set you up. You know what I'm saying? Nigga might try to set you up. Yeah.
For blood is as nothing in his sight, and where there is as nothing is in Salakia. Where there is no help, he will overthrow thee.
When there's no help, he'll go throw you and beat the shit out you and kill you. So don't try to be no tough dude. Like I was one chick I grew up with years ago. I was like, what you doing moving down the street? That's a nigga you ain't know. Was like, yo, come here. Dude, I'm gonna go there. I ain't pussy. Got it. I'm like, what nigga have a gun on? Well, they got a knife and they gonna stab you up. Well, yeah, sure. A lot of niggas die because of their pride, man.
Right.
I'm walking in the street and some nigga in the car says, yo, come here. Think I'm gonna go over there?
Nope.
Keep walking. They ain't because I'm scared because I'm wise. If that nigga get out the car and approach me, then I'm gonna fucking have to kill his ass. I'm gonna try to kill his ass, man. If I got to. Because if a nigga roll up on you with a gun, and y'all get into a tussle, you get the gun from him, then you know what your job to do. Put that nigga in the fucking ground where you fucking belong, man. We ain't out here playing with you fucking niggas, you fucking apes, man. Yeah, we out here reading the Bible. Don't think you're gonna roll up on us and shit gonna be sweet. Real talk, man. Brothers out here that teach this word. We lived different lives before we came into the truth. We ain't no fucking choir boys, man. We not carnal men. But don't step up here and fuck with us, man. You gonna wish you didn't. Straight up. Go ahead.
Verse 17. Consult not with a fool, for he cannot keep counsel.
Don't consult with a fool. Don't go to a fool for advice. You can't keep counsel. It's a fool. You don't go to no imbecile for advice. Don't you call my cousin Rah-Rah for advice. Yo, Rah-Rah, what's good, Rah-Rah? And you know your cousin Rah-Rah is a fucking jackass, and you ask him for some damn advice. He's a fool. You can't consult him. Go ahead.
Verse 18. Do no secret thing before a stranger.
Don't do anything secret before a stranger. I mean, give me an example of that. Somebody give me an example of that. Do no secret thing before a stranger. What is something that you won't do in front of a stranger? Like temple. What else? Anything. No secret thing. Something like, for example, I'll give you an example. I wouldn't put no money in a secret place in front of a stranger. But they'll go there and steal it.
Right.
Give me an example. Don't do a secret thing before a stranger. You got your phone out. Yeah, you got your phone out, put your PIN code in. There's a nigga behind you. You know, you put it in your damn PIN number in the store, and there's a nigga behind you. Cover that shit up, man. Don't do anything secret before a stranger. You driving and you walking in your crib and there's some nigga behind you past 3 blocks. I ain't going to my damn house. I want that best knowing where I live. You know what I'm saying? Don't do a secret thing before a stranger. Even things that shouldn't be done in the sight of them, don't do it in their sight. You get your paycheck, don't show no nigga your paycheck. Don't show no stranger your pictures in your phone. You don't know who that nigga know. You know what I'm saying? Don't do a secret thing before a stranger. Go ahead, bro.
For thou knowest not what he will bring forth.
You don't know what he gonna bring forth. Don't do a secret thing before a stranger if you don't know what he bring forth. Let me tell you something. Sometimes I don't like parking my car not on my block. Cause I don't want nobody from another block to see me going in my car. You never know, man. I ain't trying to park my car over here. Sometimes, but if I'm going to a store, you know what I do? I'll park like around the corner. Or further down the block. or I'll park, when I'm on a block, I'll park a distance away where they can't see my car. Like if I'm parking in the store right here, my car be a little bit further down. I won't go on the street to my car. I'll go on the sidewalk, and then I'll walk around the back of my car, and open the door and get in. They don't know where I went, right? They don't know where I went. My car right here. Instead of me just going to the street, going to my car door, I go like this. I go right around. I'll keep walking the sidewalk. They just see me walk, and then once I turn, they don't know where I went. Then I come around, open my car door, and get in my car. Right?
That's right.
They don't know where the fuck I went. Because the way my car will be parked in the street. Once you walk out the doorway, it's just the stores right there. Eventually, they can't see you no more. If I'm standing in this window right here, eventually, as you go further down, I won't be able to see you. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So that's what it is that I do. I walk on the sidewalk, then I go behind my car, and then get in my car. If I walk right in the street, they already got an idea where I'm going. Like, oh, that's his car. He come here all the time. I want them niggas know what the fuck I drive. If I go to that store and something happens, and you got a fight break out or something like that, I don't want nobody to know where the hell I drive. That's what I do, man. I got a fake name. When I go to the store and I buy something, oh, name please, I give them a fake name. I don't know what the hell my name is. If I'm out about the street, guess what? I got my mask on, not because I'm scared of the coronavirus, because sometimes I don't want to say nothing no damn body. And I don't want nobody to know my face. So I have my mask on. That's how I be, brother. You know what I'm saying? I don't want nobody to know who the hell it is I am. But I don't want nobody, and I don't want nobody I don't know trying to talk to you. I have my mask, but they know you well that they can tell. I have my mask on and my hood like this. They always see it as this right here. And they don't know nothing. Man, bro.
Verse 19. Open not thy heart to every man.
Yes. What that mean, open up your heart to every man? What's the heart talking about?
Your mind.
So it says open up your heart to every man. What that mean?
You don't share everything that you think to a man.
There you go. Don't share all your thoughts with everybody. You can't be trusted. Right?
Lest he requite thee with a shred turn.
Let's see, requite thee with a shrewd turn because tell you that against you. You don't go tell everybody everything. Every time I've been on a job, you got people telling me family problems. But I think I've been here for 5 days. I knew you for 5 days. I don't even know you, dude. And you telling me all your family problems? Yeah, man, my girl, so. Like, dude, like, I don't even know you like that. We can get into an argument to each other now. Like I said, that's why your bitch cheating on you, faggot. And use it against you. Now it's gonna be a big deal. You got something?
Yeah. This is Proverbs chapter 29, verse 11. A fool uttereth all his mind, but a wise man keepeth it until afterwards.
There you go. A fool uttereth all his mind, but a wise man keepeth it until afterwards. Because a fool will go in and say everything, say anything from their mind. A wise man will wait till afterwards. So you gotta bide your time. And it's a show I did like 9 years ago. It was called Morals and Etiquette in the Scriptures. It was in my old GMS Truck page, but I'm gonna start uploading that page again. I ain't uploaded that page in 2 years. Cause I ain't went to cancel my page, terminate my page. That page is like my first channel. So this guy will find that video is real important to me. So I wasn't gonna terminate that channel until I get all of the videos from it, put it on my laptop. Then I'm gonna start uploading videos from it again. So in case you take it down, I'm only re-upload.
Actually, I was looking for this.
Go ahead.
No, that was it.
Oh, that's it?
Yeah, that was it.
Okay.
So it's
This is Ephesians chapter 5, verse 15. See then that ye walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise.
You gotta walk circumspectly. Like the circumference of a circle is the distance around. So circumspect, meaning around, spec means to look.
Yep.
So if you're circumspect, you're looking around. You're observing. You're vigilant, meaning you're aware of your surroundings. So you gotta be circumspect, man. You gotta be circumspect. Go ahead, bro.
It says, redeeming the time because the days are evil.
Redeeming the time because the days are evil, man. And the days we live in are evil. And we're in the last days.
That's right.
See, people think, yeah, we in the last days. Yup, we in the last days. But guess what? They saying they in the last days, but they're still living like we're not. They ain't getting ready. They ain't reading the scriptures. If they do read the Bible, they go to church and they ain't even getting the truth. There's shit damn time in there, man. You know? There's shit damn time in them goddamn churches. They ain't teach you nothing. I went to the church for 18 years. I never learned one scripture. You go to church. You go to church. I seen goddamn this little light of mine. I'm gonna let it shine, let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. That's it, man. When you ask them what's the light, they don't know. They're stupid.
It says, wherefore be ye not unwise, but understand what the will of the Lord is.
Don't be unwise, but understand what the will of the Lord is. And the will of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua is to destroy America by way of thermonuclear destruction. And guess what, brothers? We can't wait. Revelation 17 chapter.
I heard was the light, the light that's shining up on the.
So that verse 1.
I was shining.
The light of the knowledge.
Right?
Okay.
Verse 1. This is Revelation 17, verse 1.
Light is talking about the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of the scriptures.
That's right.
Okay.
And there came one of the seven
Isaiah
angels.
8:20. Go ahead.
And there came one of the seven angels, which had the seven veils, and talked with me.
7 vials. 7 vials.
7 vials.
Go ahead.
It says, and had the 7 vials, and talked with me, saying unto me, come hither, and I will show unto thee the judgment of the great whore that sitteth upon many waters.
Now it said the judgment of the great whore, which sitteth upon many waters. The great whore is not talking about an actual woman. Yes, you do got whores out here. Whores out here, but it's not talking about that. That great whore is talking about America.
That's right.
And America is likened unto a whore because just as a whore sleeps with many men, is in bed with many men, America is a whore because America is in bed with many nations. Just as a whore lays down with many kings, America is a whore that lays down with many kingdoms. Go ahead, bro.
With whom the kings of the
And
earth.
it said many waters. That's talking about the people.
Yep.
Whom the what?
It says, with whom the kings of the earth have committed fornication.
With whom the kings of the earth have committed fornication. So the kings of the earth, meaning the rulers of these kingdoms, they all aren't kings now. Some are called presidents, some are called prime ministers, some are called kings. We know it's talking about the leaders of nations. So with whom the kings of the earth have committed fornication. So the kings of the earth committed fornication with this whore. Not physical fornication, it's figurative in regards to its business. And that's what America has done with these nations across the world. Go ahead.
And the inhabitants of the earth have been made drunk with the wine of her fornication.
And the inhabitants of the earth have been made drunk with the wine of her fornication. So a king will lay down with a whore and they'll drink wine. But this whore has laid down with these kingdoms, but the wine is from his philosophy. So it said, with whom the kings have what?
It says, but the kings have committed fornication, and the inhabitants of the earth have been made drunk with the wine of her fornication.
The inhabitants of the earth have been made drunk with the wine of her fornication. That wine is talking about not an actual wine that a whore may drink when she would have came. But that wine is talking about the philosophies, LGBT, false Christianity, feminism, capitalism, and all manner of wickedness of the United States.
That's right.
Go ahead. And that's what the inhabitants of the earth have been made drunk from the wine of fornication. When a person is drunk, they have drank alcohol profusely. So how have the inhabitants of the earth been made drunk? The inhabitants of the earth have been made drunk because they took on the philosophy of America. The LGBT thing is all around the world. Feminism is all around the world. Capitalism is all around the world. False Christianity is all around the world. The image of a white Jesus is all around the world. No other country on the planet Earth has pushed its philosophies throughout the planet Earth to the extent that America has. Irrefutable. So we know that this has to be talking about America. Rome is in the Bible. Greece is in the Bible. The Medo-Persian Empire is in the Bible. The Assyrian Empire is in the Bible. Babylon is in the Bible. But America's not. Egypt is in the Bible. But America's not. Come on, man. Go ahead.
So he carried me away in the spirit into the wilderness, and I saw a woman sit upon a scarlet-colored beast.
And he saw a woman sit upon a scarlet-colored beast. That woman was not talking about an actual woman. Though in his vision, he saw a woman sitting on a scarlet-colored beast. A red beast. That woman represented America. And that scarlet-colored beast represented NATO, North Atlantic Treaty Organization, in the EU. Because all the European Union is a modern-day Roman Empire.
That's right.
So I'm saying various nations that are a part of the Roman Empire, the ancient Roman Empire, are part of the European Union today. Go ahead.
It says, full of the names of blasphemy, having 7 heads and 10 horns.
Having 7 heads and 10 horns. Yo, go ahead.
It says, and the woman was arrayed in purple and scarlet color, and decked with gold and precious stones and pearls, having a golden cup in her hand.
It symbolized she was very wealthy. America being very wealthy. In other countries, they call it the city paved with gold. So America is definitely the country that every other nation looks as, you know, the wealthy country, the third world country. I'm sorry, first world country. And it said, in his hand had a golden cup, but
in her hand full of abominations and filthiness of fornication.
meaning, like the brother said, all type of capitalism, LGBTQP, men marrying men, women marrying women.
That's right.
All right.
Transgenderism.
Yeah, transgenderism. You know, the system of credit and debt, fiat money.
Right.
What? Jesus being the Lord being a so-called white man. That was in his cup. What?
And upon her head was a name written, Mystery Babylon the Great.
So go back on a couple verses.
This is Revelation chapter 17 and verse 4. And the woman was arrayed in purple and scarlet color.
So this woman was arrayed in purple and scarlet color. Now we know purple is a color associated with royalty.
Yep.
So the woman was arrayed in purple and scarlet color. So is scarlet as well. But if she was arrayed in purple scarlet color, it means that this woman was looked at as something that was beautiful. This woman looked at as something that people gravitate towards. Something that's miraculous. Something that's amazing. Something that you marvel at. Go ahead, just as people look at America as being miraculous, amazing, something that you marvel at. Because at one point in time, America was the place to be. America is the place where all people wanted to go to start a better life.
That's right.
They even showed you that in the movie Scarface. Then Alec Capone, Tony Montana, and Manolo come to escape Cuba to come to America and have a better life.
Yep.
They actually thought the streets were paved with gold. I was reading something about this singer, Puerto Rican singer named Hector Lavoe. When he came to America to live with his sister, I believe with his sister in Spanish Harlem, he thought that the streets were paved with gold. He thought everybody drove Cadillacs. So America at one time was looked at as the place to be. It was looked at as like a golden city, if you will. But
It says, and decked with
in the
gold.
early 1900s, we had a lot of immigrants that came from Italy, that came from Ireland to the United States to make what? Better lives. Go ahead.
And decked with gold and precious stones.
That's what they do.
Yeah, even the Chinese, they came over here because people threw money on the floor. So they weren't picking up the pennies and whatnot.
Go ahead.
It says, and decked with gold and precious stones.
She was decked with gold and precious stones. Hold on, look at these women. But it's really talking about America. The way people marvel at a woman that has purple and scarlet color and had gold and precious stones, that's what they marvel at America. Go ahead.
It says, and pearls.
And guess what? It was a white woman. All right? What other one would it be? A black woman? That was a white woman. Who the fuck else would it be? Who the F else would it be? Does that make sense? Now, there's no scripture that says that, but that's what we believe. For the spirit, go ahead.
It says, and
If
having
you had these Indians years ago that got mad at that.
Oh, see that? Yeah. They're saying it's a white woman.
What the hell else you would have? But if you said it was an Israelite woman, y'all done got mad at us. Go ahead, man.
even when you go on Google, the illustrations that they show,
It's a white woman.
some Edomite.
But you know Esau's always gonna put white people there, but they got that right. You believe, go ahead.
It says, and having a golden cup in her hand full of abominations.
Homosexuality is an abomination, man.
That's right.
According to the Bible, you're supposed to kill a homosexual, man.
That's right.
We ain't supposed to let them get married. We ain't supposed to put them in jail. Not supposed to let them adopt kids and become priests and teachers. We're supposed to kill them, man. And guess what? Y'all Bible believers, do y'all believe that? I wish somebody that claimed believe in the Bible came up here and said, oh, do you believe a homosexual should die? You damn straight. Yeah, hell yeah. Fucking faggots. Go ahead, read that part again.
It says, having a golden cup in her hand full of abominations
LGBT, feminism. Go ahead.
and filthiness of her fornication.
And the filthiness of a fornication. The filth of a fornication, man. I mean, the filth that came forth from her life. Look at how this world is, man. Go ahead.
It says, and upon her forehead was a name written, Mystery Babylon the Great.
And upon from his forehead, there was a name written. Mystery. Babylon the Great. See, it was a mystery. And the reason why it was a mystery is because people didn't know. That's why it was a mystery. The world still doesn't know that Babylon, that mystery Babylon the Great. So that woman represents the city. But the city is America, that great city. That the Most High is going to destroy by thermonuclear fire in the coming Third World War, which we can't wait, right?
That's right.
Right, brother? We can't wait, man. We want this place to be destroyed. Good.
The mother of harlots and
The mother of harlots. America is the mother of harlots. If I say make way for the mother load, I'm implying that a big load of whatever it is coming. So if we say the mother of harlots, you're implying that America is the biggest harlot on the planet. It says a harlot sits around with men and spreads herself. America has spread its philosophies the same way.
That's right.
They spread an LGBT in Africa. They spread it in South America. They spread feminism in China. Huh? No? Go ahead.
It says, and abominations of the earth.
And the abominations of the earth. Go ahead.
And I saw the woman drunken with the blood of the saints.
But this woman was drunken with the blood of the saints. Look at that word drunken in 17:11, 17:6. 17:6, look at the word drunken. It said one that has murdered profusely. Better. Revelation 17:6. Super fast. Got it up?
Yeah, this is drunken, right? It says from another. To be drunken, metaphor of one who has shed blood or murdered profusely.
There you go. So she was drunk with the blood of the saints, meaning she murdered profusely. She murdered at a high rate, high level, at an extreme weight. The trail of tears. Sins be massive. Slavery. You can imagine the tens of the, like the smallpox. You can imagine the tens of millions of Israelites whose blood was shed on his land by the hand of the so-called white man, which Esau according to the Bible. Go ahead, brother.
It says, and with the blood of the martyrs of Yahushua.
And with the blood of the martyrs of Yahushua. Martyrs are one that dies for a certain cause, for their beliefs, which implies what? Some of us are gonna die. And if that's our life, so be it. Go ahead.
It says, and when I saw her, I wandered with great admiration.
And when he saw it, he wondered with great admiration. He wondered, who is this? That's what he wondered at. Wonder that? That was it for that verse. Go ahead.
It says, and the angel said unto me, wherefore didst thou offer? I will tell thee the mystery of the woman and of the beast that carrieth her, which have the 7 heads and 10 horns.
That's good right there. Go ahead, Pat.
So we get Ezekiel 35:5.
This is Ezekiel chapter 35 and verse 5. It reads, because thou hast had a perpetual hatred. Ezekiel 35 and 4. I will lay thy cities waste, and thou shalt be desolate. And thou shalt know that I am Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. Ezekiel 35 and verse 1. Moreover, the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against Mount Seir.
Mount Seir is they talking about a people. Esau, Edom, or the so-called white man. And he's compared to a mountainous region because he's the Caucasians of God.
What?
You say that because they've been striking videos for saying Caucasian. But the Caucasian of God. Edomites said that word.
Mount Seir was where Esau was dwelling at.
He's dwelling in the mountainous regions. See? Go ahead.
And prophesy against it.
So prophesy not against the physical mountain, but the people of the mountains. Go ahead.
And say unto it, thus saith the Lord, or the Most High, behold, O Mount Seir, I am against thee.
O Mount Seir, I'm against thee. So the Most High is against you. They give me said all this you thought I was one as myself. You know what I'm talking about? Go ahead.
And I will make thee most desolate.
I'll make thee most desolate. That's why there's war games going on right now. That's why Russia is attacking Ukraine right now. That's why China is arming up with Iran and Russia.
Psalms 51.
Yeah, that's why all these prophecies are taking place. Because the Most High is going to make you most desolate. You see?
This is Psalms chapter 50, verse 21. These things hast thou done. Psalms 50 and verse 20. Thou sittest and speakest against thy brother.
Yeah. And Esau do that all the day long. Whether it be promoting rap music, rap videos, kill a nigga. Or you demonize Jake, the subway shooter. His face is blasted all over the news. You see? You sit and you speak against us. Read that again.
This is Psalms chapter 50 and verse 20. Thou sittest and speakest against thy brother.
Oh, the black man leaves his family. You got this bald-headed simp, Dr. Phil. Oh, well, you know, he leaving the family. What's his name? Maury got famous for that. Maury's a damn heathen. And you'll be up, and you'll be at work. You might have a day off. It's 10 o'clock in the morning, you have basic cable. What are the couple channels you got? The news and fucking Maury. And all you see is on Maury is a whole bunch of buffoonery, man. Jake happy, clapping, that's not his baby. And they made millions off of that, man.
You sit and you speak against thy brother. Go ahead.
Thou slanderest thy own mother's son.
Yeah, fathers leave the household. Black men are more prone to criminality. Okay, Mexicans steal jobs. What else? Yeah, I mean, you name it. All stereotypes. Perfectly said, like the brother said. And it's a slander. Now, some of it might be true, but the vast majority is not. So where other nations have come to America and they go to these universities and they look at you like you're the lowest piece of shit.
That's right.
I had an Indian girl tell me, oh, I couldn't go up to West 120th because, you know, they said it's a lot of ghetto-ness. What the hell you mean? What do you think she meant by ghetto-ness? Yeah, because she's talking to me. When I have been among her peers, and I asked her one time, I said, let me be honest with you. Yeah, your family, some of them, they talk bad about black people. She said, yeah, some of them do. She kept it real. Why? Because that's all according to Esau's slander. Esau got to slander us because we're better than him.
That's right.
You see? Read that one time.
This is Psalms chapter 50 and verse 20. Thou sittest and speakest against thy brother.
Yeah, look at these niggas. Look at them. Look at them. Here it is. An ex NFL player might have beat a flight attendant worker, and now all of a sudden he got to pay a fine. That's all over the news. Look how hostile he is. You as an Israelite can't even get in a fight without Esau saying something negative about you. Man disrespecting Jacob, retaliating the way he supposed to. Look at him. Look at these people, aggressive criminals. Look at them. They sag their pants, they wear their hat to their back. Look at them. You see? Go ahead.
It says, thou slanderest thy own mother's son.
Yeah, where's the slander? To say something falsely against somebody. That's why they go, black men are known to lead children. That's why Asian and white women scared to lay down with us, even though they lust.
Well, good. Fuck them bitches too.
Anyway.
I said what? They scared who?
They scared to get with Jake.
Wow.
Yeah, because they say, oh, you know, their family gonna reject them.
Oh, fuck them bitches. They're gonna be concubines in the kingdom. They had no choice but to get with Jake. That's all.
It says, these things hast thou done, and I will keep silence. This is Psalms, this is Psalms chapter 50 and verse 21. These things hast thou done, and I will keep silence. This is Psalms chapter 50, verse 21. These things hast thou done, and I kept silence.
I kept silence. So the Lord, you've been doing all these things, man, slandering, slaughtering, killing. And the Lord kept his silence. Go ahead.
It says, thou toughest that I was...
No, don't.
Oh, it's not thought it. It says, thou thoughtest that I was altogether such a one as thyself.
Altogether one as thyself. You thought that the Lord was with you. If God exists, he got to be a white man. Because there ain't no way in hell, if God was righteous and he wasn't white, we done did all this and nothing's going to happen. There ain't no way. So he got to be one of us. He had to be okay with it. Like that kid that stole cookies from the cookie jar. And you thinking the parents don't know, but every time you come back, the cookies get lower and lower. But you're a kid, you think you get away with it. Like the kid, like the parents ain't noticing. We got like 3 less cookies than it was before. The kid would think it's normal to take it. Cause they've been doing it so long. They've been getting away with it. Like they said, you catch somebody stealing, oh, it's not the first time they stole, it's the first time they got caught stealing. So Esau been doing so much wickedness and evil on the earth for so long, he thought that, look, God is with it. That this is the way it's supposed to be.
11.
That's 8 and 11.
8 and 11. Chapter 1. Got it?
No, I got something.
Listen, Ecclesiastes 8 and verse 11. Because sentence against an evil work is not executed speedily,
Because sentence against the evil work is not executed speedily. Go ahead.
therefore the heart of the sons of men is fully set in them to do evil.
That's right, man. Because the Most High. Oh, if I'm lying, let God strike me right now. The Most High don't want to like God. The Most High not gonna strike you down right then and there. He gonna get you 5 years later. He gonna get you 20 years later. Matter of fact, you might have said that while you were 22. The Most High won't get you till you 85.
Right. That's a fence.
Yeah.
I'm gonna build these
Because
gates up.
sentence against me, said.
I said, like, the Most High is like the feds. He's going to, allow you to, sin and build it up, build this case.
You gonna build your case. That's why when he come down on you, you can't say, nah, that wasn't me.
Right.
Or I didn't know better because you kept doing it. Like the feds, you got a RICO charge. Or you got something.
I was about to say that too, because, the feds, when they convict you, it's a 99.9 conviction rate.
Yeah.
Meaning they basically have everything against you. Like, nah, listen, you was here at this time, this year, this month, another time. So, you know what I mean? There's no excuse. They got the proof.
Yeah, that's right. That's beautifully said. They got the proof. Oh, but Judge, I wasn't there on February 15th of 1984. Oh, we're closing up. All right. So that we say shalom. Elders is here.